Alright, we good. Am I coming through? Coming through. Yes, sir. What's good? We got winner first, Justin second, Christian Miller third, Sean fourth. The Giants gonna win NFC East. Nah. We got that. We about to have that. We about to have that on lock, man. What's good, Seth? What's good, Hassan? I'm mad the Eagles got Harris. Yeah, nah, that's one of the signings that nah, man, it's no way. I was in shock when I saw that. I was in shock. I was like, man, we could have gave him 6. What's good, Johnny? They signed a new TV deal and so the cap next year gonna jump yeah. I'm hearing that the salary cap is gonna skyrocket with the new TV deal supposedly. Well, Anthony Harris, he just chose the Eagles over us. That's on him. Yeah, I don't know. He's tripping. He is tripping. I don't know why he did that to himself. It was good, Kashawn. J-Mon was good. Man, J-Mon got so many accounts. We need to go ahead now to lock up Trey Boston. First 3 rounds of the draft. I agree, Terry. I prefer Trey Boston and then use those first 3 round picks on other positions, especially linebacker. But yeah, if we don't end up with a Trey Boston or something, yeah, I do feel like we need to go free safety or pretty early in the draft. I guess the Eagles said they didn't want him to leave there, so they kept talking to him. I'm hoping we get Trey now. Yeah, please, man. What's good, Tyler C? You need to trade up. Oh yeah, of course, man. I'm team trade up. Is Will and Mike linebacker still a priority? Yes, man. I mean, you can kind of see Cole Holcomb in a Mike linebacker role-ish. But we run nickel. So, Mike, Sam, and Will doesn't matter that much for us because at the end of the day, we're in nickel 60% of the time or more. Who knows, this year, maybe we changed that. But I know previously, last season, we were in nickel more than 60% of the time, which means 5 DBs and only 2 linebackers. And I wouldn't be surprised if we carry on next season like that too. So it's not even we need exactly a Will, exactly a Mike. We just need 2 great linebackers on the field, really, for real. It would be nice if we were able to grab a Will or somebody that can cover very well, a Mike that was able to hit the right gaps and engage and separate from blockers and things like that. Very aggressive, great tackler. All of that, great instincts. I mean, it would be excellent, but at the end of the day, man, we just need 2 guys to go out there and make plays because our secondary is crazy and our front 4 is the best in the NFL. So we just need our linebackers to go out there and just do what they got to do. Just do your part. You don't even have to be the one out here making crazy plays or anything. Just play within the confines of the defense. Do exactly what Jack Del Rio is asking you to do. Caleb was good. Black Jack was good. Good afternoon, brother. Now let's talk. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me go ahead and get the music right for y'all, and let me get Ryan Fitzpatrick on the screen for y'all too. Hold on. Can't do y'all like this. Turn the music down a little bit. Minimize that. Oh, there we go. Now we have music in the background. We got the Ryan Fitzpatrick going. What's good? Trey Boston, Malik Tart, team trade up for Fields. Yeah, I'm definitely team trade up for a QB, man, for sure. But yeah, Trey Boston, please, man. Please. I mean, Malik Hooker ceiling is ridiculous. Coming out of Ohio State, I thought he was going to be an elite free safety. And he still probably has that same talent. Just injuries have derailed his career development. So I'm just not sure. Trey Boston is safer. But Malik Hooker definitely offers you a way higher ceiling. And either way, both of them for cheap. Hey, bring them both in. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bring in both of them. Both for really cheap. I feel like you could probably sign Malik Hooker and Trey Boston for cheaper than Anthony Harris just signed for $5 million. Because I don't think Trey Boston was just making $4 million a year with the Panthers and he got cut. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna make less than that. And Malik Hooker can't demand too much off of what he's done these first few years of his career. Kyle Fuller in the hometown did. What's good, AJ? Now Kyle Fuller's already up out of here, man. He gone with the Broncos. Broncos got them Ronald Darby and Kyle Fuller in one offseason. Nice moves from the Broncos. Name is tired. We better get Kyle Fuller done. Yeah, Kyle Fuller signed with the Broncos. Dream is over. Literally signed with the Broncos in like 10 minutes. 1 year, $8 million. We could have paid that, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. Bro, I don't watch the free agency. I just wait until I get a notification. That is BS, though. What about Eddie Jackson? Eddie Jackson would be great, but you have to trade for him. That's the only problem. And I'm pretty sure he costs like a first-round pick, which would suck. So that's why I don't think that's really possible. The only way you could probably get Eddie Jackson is if he like just throws a complete temper tantrum. But I'm pretty sure, even as frustrated as he is, he deleted the tweet, which means he's listening to the Bears. Because he put that tweet out, the Bears probably called him and was like, man, you can't have us out here looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Then he took the tweet down. So he has to like them to some extent. He must want to stay there to some extent if he was willing to take that tweet down. I thought I saw an article about him going to BS2 pulling for Haneke over Fitz. We'll see. What's good, Justin? I mean, it's either way for me. Whoever wins the QB battle, fair and square, I'm cool with it. I feel like Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to win. First of all, like, if it's even close, they're just going to go with Ryan Fitzpatrick because they're paying him so much more money. So that means Heineke's just going to have to ball out and just outplay Fitzpatrick, in my opinion. I think that's how it would have to go down. And I just don't necessarily see him doing that. I mean, I like Heinicke a lot, but I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is relatively underrated, especially these last 3 seasons. Like, the majority of his career, I can see what people are talking about. We've actually watched these last 3 seasons. He really wasn't that bad. I would argue he was like a top 12 to 18 quarterback in the NFL, depending on any given week. Heinicke over Fitz as well, but I want to trade up for Lance and Fields. Yeah, I mean, it's team trade up no matter who it is for me, so team trade up for whoever it is. Now, again, the 5 quarters we've gotten from Heinicke are better than Ryan Fitzpatrick's career. If you're considering like an on-game basis, like as an average of what Ryan Fitzpatrick has done, Heinicke's definitely better. But again, Heinicke in training camp during the summer, OTAs and all of that, would literally have to outplay Fitzpatrick, like by a nice gap for them to go with Heinicke instead of Heinicke being the backup. But yeah, definitely team trade up for Lance or Fields, Wilson, whichever one. It's gonna be a competition. We don't know who's gonna start. What's good, J Mond? Oh yeah, he said what's up, Christian. Who's better, Allen or Heinicke? I don't like Allen at all. So that by default, Heinicke. If we trade up for Mac Jones, I'm gonna stab myself. Yeah, I'm throwing my computer out the window. What's good, James Panda? Heinicke's better than Allen. Whoa, yeah. It just scrolled on me, so now I'm lost. Oh, my audio's really low? Is my audio really low? I just saw that while I'm scrolling by. Is it really? Let me make sure I turn it up a little. I guess that might be a little bit better. Where we at? What was that? Okay. Heinicke by a lot. Like the stream up. Yes, sir. Please. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm cool. Let's see. If Kyle is a better decision maker, I think about it because they low-key play alike. Kyle Allen's just a horrible decision maker. I basically agree, yeah. Basically similar. Very similar in that way. Caleb Adonis was good. John Lynch was happening. Big boy diehard fan. Walker was good. Appreciate you pulling up. Was good. Payne was good. Rashad was happening, sir. Why we should have made an offer to John Johnson? Yeah, I was surprised at the John Johnson signing. That was the Browns. Who was it that got John Johnson? Was that the Browns too? Because I know the Browns took like a lot of good DBs, and I was like, all right, bro, y'all out of control, bro. It's not even that serious, man. Yeah, he did go to the Browns. I'm like, golly, man, the Browns trying to have the best secondary in the NFL for no reason. We can still get Boston, right? Yeah, Boston's still out there. It's good. Mark Kempton was good. Can we get Earl Thomas? He definitely a low-key option out there. What's good, 445? What's good, Jeremy Morig in the draft? Okay. What's good, Sean? What's good, Argo? What's good, Sean? You said, yeah. Okay, so you said DMV Sports Zone was good. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. Yes, sir. Survivor Day was happening. Kyle Fuller sound the bro. Yeah, he's gone. Do you think we can get KJ Wright? It's possible. I don't think KJ Wright's like going really early. So I mean, it's technically possible. I'm not exactly sure if they're targeting him. Let me go back. Let me refer to the list. Have we talked to KJ Wright? Where is he projected to go? I think we did talk to KJ Wright at least once, right? Did we? Am I tripping? Let me see. KJ. I'm thinking of KJ Britt. That's my fault. Hold on. Nah, I don't think we talked to KJ Wright. So I don't know. I mean, anything's possible as long as you're not a first rounder. Because who knows what can happen later on. What's it called? Oh, no. I'm thinking of the wrong. We're talking about KJ Wright, the linebacker from the Seahawks, right? Hey, man, we do need linebacker help. We need linebacker help for sure. I don't know why. I was thinking wide receiver. Who am I thinking of? KJ? I don't know. But we need linebacker help. I was upset when the Patriots went and got themselves another free agent. They went and got Raekwon McMillan. I mean, he's not like the greatest guy out here doing it, but I feel like we do need to address linebacker and free agency before we hit the draft because I feel like we should do both. I feel like we should draft guys and get guys in free agency. But again, most of the time, we only have two of them out there anyway, so it's not like that huge of a need. But Khalil Hudson, John Bostic, and Cole Holcomb aren't like the most dependable group of linebackers out here doing it. I would like a KJ Wright, though. Is KJ Wright a free agent right now? He's just out there. Astonishing John Johnson is a strong safety. He can play a little free safety, though. I like John Johnson at free safety. But I think he does play both well. I think he's just basically a better DeShazier Everett who can play both. It's fine, King Rico. I got you. Once you know the little DDoSing thing. What's good? Astonishing. Anyone we linked to, and he pretty much done. I mean, it was rumored that we were attached to Trey Boston. Trying to think of who else. Oh, there's the Kyler. I can't remember his name. The defensive lineman from the 49ers were rumored to be interested in him also. Those are like the only two names out there that I've heard we're even remotely interested in. But who knows? I mean, we didn't hear about William Jackson or Ryan Fitzpatrick until it happened, so who knows? Man, we got to get a free safety before this free agency done. Yes, please. You think we signed Trey Boston soon? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I would hope so. I'm thinking maybe Trey Boston doesn't have too many offers on the table from several teams. And Washington, we're probably just looking around to see if we can get anything better and then land on Trey Boston as a last-second option, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're at least in contact with him and have talked to him. I highly doubt they just have ignored Trey Boston's existence. What's good, Michael Butler? What's good, Mr. A? Welcome back. Could we get Earl Thomas? Yeah, that Earl Thomas thing is interesting, man. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, as long as he doesn't come in causing chaos in the locker room, maybe Ron Rivera considers it. Who knows? But Earl Thomas is out there, for real. Is Ron stalling for if Anthony Harris was $5 million, Trey Boston like $2 million? That's what I'm thinking. Like if Anthony Harris costs $5 million, Trey Boston got to be max $3 million, big bro. What we got left against the cap? Supposedly around $21 million somewhere I saw. Let me go look. Updated NFL salary caps rank list. Type in every word possible to make sure I get this right here. Alright, Spot Track, don't fail me now. Where we at? What's the updated cap? Alright, so yeah, we're like at $20 million. We're in 10th place right now. Dang, the Chiefs have more cap space than us. Boy, they restructured the mess out of some deals. Released a bunch of people. Hey, man, that's the way to do it. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, we've seen cap is imaginary because, like, the Giants barely had any cap space, and they still found a way to sign Kenny Golladay. Supposedly, they still have almost $2 million worth of cap space. They didn't have $18 million a year worth of cap space, the way they structured it. I mean, even with us, cap is imaginary. We backloaded William Jackson's deal. He's making $11.5 million a year, or something. Yeah, 14.5. My fault. I'm thinking of Curtis Samuel, I believe. $14.5 million a year, but he only cost us $6 million against the cap this season. So, like, even though we only have $20 million in cap, and that sounds like, oh man, if we go get Trey Boston for $3 million and go get such and such for $7 million, and you know what I'm saying, then we're gonna run out. But it's really not like that. Whoever they want, they can go get. Whoever they want, they can go get. The Giants just went and got Kenny Golladay. They did not have $20 million cap space, so they went and signed a guy for $18 million a year. Like there's no way they're left with this almost $2 million. They weren't even close to $20 million a year. So like that's dead. I don't know. Cap space is almost imaginary at this point. The way people are finessing the system. Sorry, my God, but we need linebacker. It's a must. Yeah, what I'm saying, bro, linebacker, free agency, and draft. I'm considering linebacker first round, honestly. Without trade up for a quarterback, I'm going linebacker in the first round. Easy. Unless some like ridiculous talent falls for no reason. Like one of them crazy receivers like a Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle or I don't know, man. I just see linebacker all the way. Maybe like a super elite corner. Like a J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain, Caleb. I think we're still going to end up going linebacker first round if we don't trade up for quarterback. Especially since Zaven Collins should be available. And with my little database I've been working on, we've met with Zaven Collins multiple times virtually. And he's projected to make it, according to the Draft Network's big board, he's the 26th ranked prospect out of the draft. So, he could potentially be there 19 overall. So, it just makes all of the sense in the world. Linebacker's a big need. They've shown heavy interest in Zaven Collins. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it better. They've shown heavy interest in Zaven Collins with multiple meetings. So, it just makes all of the sense in the world. What we got left against Cap. We need linebacker and O-line. I don't feel like O-line is that big of a need. I would like some more offensive linemen, of course, like more depth, or you bring in somebody that could compete for a starting position. But it's not like we have this dire need at offensive line. Like, I really feel like Cornelius Lucas is a better blocker than John Bostic and Cole Holcomb potentially are as linebackers. I don't feel like it's as big of a need as a lot of people think. We could get Earl, but he ain't that good no more. He wasn't that bad for the Ravens. It was he just wasn't worth the drama he was bringing. Was good. Preston Morton was good. Channel members in the building. We need a linebacker first round. I agree. What do you think we will draft? What do I think we will draft? I really don't know. I feel like it's safer to say linebacker, but I really hope we trade up for quarterback. What's good, Steve Austin? Welcome back. We don't need O-line. Yeah, we don't need O-line nowhere near as bad as a lot of people think. I don't know where this is coming from. I still don't get why people think Cornelius Lucas is so bad. Like, we had a top 15 O-line last season, like top 15. With Wes Schweitzer, Cornelius Lucas, and Morgan Moses starting, and Brandon Sheriff playing about 12 games. We still had a top, so that's really not that bad of a need. Of course, you would like to upgrade, but we still have Sadiq Charles, who you never know if he ends up being a great left tackle or great left guard at the very least. And if you have Wes Schweitzer or Cornelius Lucas coming off the bench, you have one of the deepest O-lines in the NFL. Because he's clearly a starting level tackle. Definitely solid. Wouldn't say great, but he's solid. He was better than Daron Christian. And Daron Christian wasn't horrible. I don't know. Y'all are acting like Cornelius Lucas and Wes Schweitzer are like Sean Laval and stuff like that. It's nowhere near that bad. I would like to improve offensive line, but I don't think it's like this dire first round need. It's linebacker more than anything else for sure. And long-term quarterback and linebacker are our biggest needs, period. And free safety, in my opinion. Rico, do you see any running backs that you would like in later rounds of the draft? I haven't really watched film on running backs like that because I don't think it's that big of a need. And I'm always like, first of all, even if we needed running back, you can solve that later in the draft and undraft the free agents. But since we already have Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissic, we're just looking for a bruiser or at least somebody that can also help take some carries off of Antonio Gibson. I don't feel like it's a big need. So I haven't even watched film on the running backs this draft class like that. Of course, I've looked at ETN and all of those guys. I've watched their games, but I haven't sat down and watched film on Najee Harris and ETN and all of those guys. So I'm just not really. I don't think running back is that big of a need right now. I feel like potentially maybe another receiver because I'm not sure if you want to depend on Kelvin Harmon and Cam Sims to come out balling, AGG and Isaiah Wright. We have a lot of guys with a lot of potential, but I still don't feel like receivers that huge of a need now that we have Curtis Samuel. But you never know. But linebacker, free safety. Quarterback of the future, easily my top 3 needs, and then it's like everything else. It's a big gap in there. Really throw tight end number 2 up there in the top 4, and then after that it's a gap, and then everybody else. Because I feel like I prefer Kendall Fuller in the slot, so another outside corner would be nice. William Jackson as my number 1 corner. We go and get a number 2 that could work out. Rico, you think Kendall Fuller and William Jackson makes the best cornerback duo in the NFL? Same account I pulled. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what I'm saying, but I just can't keep up with all of them. Nah. I like Kendall Fuller a lot, and I think William Jackson is a top 10 corner in the NFL, definitely. That was Ryan Fitzpatrick we were just looking at. So let me put up some Curtis Samuel now. But I still don't think that's top 2, man. Like off rip, Ronald Darby and Kyle Fuller. I think, because I mean, you could argue Ronald Darby was better than Kendall Fuller last season, and you could definitely argue Kyle Fuller is better than William Jackson. I like William Jackson way more than I like Darby, but I definitely like Kyle Fuller way more than I like Kendall Fuller, especially at outside corner. We got donations. Alexa, dismiss. Let me make sure I hit up all the super chats. First of all, what's good, man? First of all, the first one, Matthew, appreciate the donation. Let me get my boy Carlton on the screen for you. Let me get Curtis Samuel first. Let me get my boy Carlton on the screen real quick. Appreciate the donation. I just think they're going all in on fixing the rest of the team to attract QB next year or draft one by next year. Few NFL teams will need QB. I agree with that. My main problem is I don't think the QB class is going to be anywhere near as strong. That's my problem. I feel like this, again, I keep saying it over and over again on my streams. I'm normally build through the trenches guy. I've only been team quarterback this whole season, this whole offseason, this whole regular season. Because this is the highest I think I've ever been on a QB class since I've been watching film. Since I've been like actually watching film and studying like players and stuff like that. And like doing real film sessions and stuff like that. This is the highest I've ever been on a QB class. Like, as much as I talk trash about Mac Jones, he would probably be QB1 in other QB classes, I'm not going to lie. I just like Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields that much more. And that just tells you how high I am on them in comparison to other QB classes. I wasn't extremely high on Darnold, wasn't extremely high on Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to lie, Josh Allen I thought was going to be a bust. Just off of how bad he was in college, how inaccurate he was, how bad of a decision maker he was. And Trey Lance is literally that, but more polished. Like, I don't understand how you can like a Josh Allen and not like a Trey Lance. Trey Lance is literally a better version of Josh Allen coming out of college, at least. Now, the Josh Allen we have right now, of course, he's more NFL pro, ready than Trey Lance. He's been in the NFL. He's learned. He's more accurate, better decision maker, all of that. But Trey Lance is literally just a more talented, slightly less arm strength than Josh Allen. And more polished coming out of college. Definitely more polished. More accurate, better decision maker, all of that. So this QB class is just crazy to me. I love it. This QB class is, like, different. And that's why I want to go big on quarterback this year. But, I mean, we could probably go quarterback next year. Maybe somebody, like, that I just don't know about emerges. Because all of the top names right now I don't really like that. Like, guy from Oklahoma, I'm not a big fan of. I don't really like any of these guys like that so far. We'll see, though. Hopefully one of my Georgia guys turns out great, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Kareem Jackson and Trey Boston would complete the secondary. First of all, appreciate the donation. My boy, wrong button. My boy Terry, let me get Carlton up there. Appreciate that. Complete the secondary, draft Zaven and Jabril our defense set, then draft B. Jordan or Tommy Tremble at tight end. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely an elite offseason, for sure. That is definitely an elite offseason right there. Appreciate the donation. Let me go ahead and get to the next super chat. Let me see. My boy Alexander Wilson, what's happening, big dog? What's happening? Oh, I see you too. I see you with the decent backup defensive end. Yeah, that's why I think we're trying to get Buddy from the 49ers, because we need somebody. Right now, our depth on the edge is horrendous. I mean, unless you're depending on James Smith-Williams to come back healthy, unless you could bring back a Nate Orchard. I think Jordan Brelford's gone. I think I heard he was on the Vikings or something like that. So, yeah, like, defensive end off the bench is actually kind of a need right now. I'm not going to lie. It's not the biggest need, because I feel like you can fill that in with, like, a really cheap signing, maybe a late draft pick, an undrafted free agent type of guy. Same thing with running back, like I said. Like I was trying to say, I don't think I ever finished that point. But yeah, that's a really low-key need. But appreciate the donation, my boy Alexander Wilson. The B reporter said that the team isn't going to trade up for a QB. They said they'll probably take a QB in the second or third. That's the plan. That's disappointing for me, because I'm not really high on everybody like everybody else. Like, I don't love Kellen Mond. But we'll see. Who knows? He might end up being great and surprise me. What if it came down to Mac Jones and Surtain? I'm taking Surtain easily. I'm not taking a Mac Jones. I'm not dealing with another Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. I wanted. That's why I want Trey Lance and all of them so bad, because they have top 10 quarterback potential. I don't feel like Mac Jones is top 10 quarterback potential. I think he's gonna be good. I think he has a high floor. I just think he's basically going to be Kirk Cousins, which isn't bad, but I want an elite quarterback. I don't want Kirk Cousins. I want Josh Allen. I want Pat Mahomes. I want Kyler Murray. I want Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Pull up Boston highlights. Bet. I'll do Boston after this one. Do you think the Falcons draft Pitts or one of the QBs? I hope they draft Pitts. I don't know. I really hope they don't take one of the quarterbacks because I love rooting against the Falcons. And if they take Lance or Wilson or Fields, it's going to be hard for me to root against them because I like Wilson a lot. Trey Lance is my favorite quarterback in the class, and Justin Fields is from Atlanta. It's going to be hard for me to root against them, man. For the people that are saying we don't need O-line, you also need to think of the future when it comes to picks. Yeah, that's a good point. But right now we have more urgent needs as far as like the first 3 rounds go. We need depth at O-line and linebacker. I hope we can even maybe bring back Ryan. I think Ryan Anderson is as good as gone, but we'll see. You never know. He's just more of a 3-4 outside linebacker guy than a 4-3 edge rusher. I wanted to try him at Sam, but they just never really gave him an honest chance for some reason. What's good, Daniel? I would love to see us trade up for a QB, but let's be honest, it's most likely not going to happen. Yeah, I'm not depending on it. I think we would take a later round QB like Kellen Mond, one of my favorite QBs, Sam Ehlinger. I'm not big on Sam Ehlinger either. Where we at? Let me make sure I didn't miss any other ones. All right, so we got Alexander 2 in a row, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, donation. Hold on. Got my apple juice. Keep me right. Chris Cooley was very high on Josh Allen coming out of 18. He actually ran an NFL system in college, so it was easy to see the transition. I mean, Trey Lance is running a pro-style offense also. Again, with Josh Allen, it was just hard to predict because he was just so bad. You can see the talent. I mean, it was undeniable. The arm strength, the mobility, all of that was there. He just had to be molded correctly. But how often have we seen guys like that be molded correctly until, like, this new era guys? Because Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, all of these guys were considered projects, and they turned out really well. But Josh Allen was like the super project, like even worse than Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, all of these guys coming out of college. Josh Allen was like, boy, he might need a year or two type of thing. But I forgot the quarterback coach that they had that year that got Josh Allen right, and he hasn't looked back. He has not looked back, and he's been elite since. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Trey Lance is more polished, more NFL pro ready, more accurate, all of that than Josh Allen coming out of college. So if Josh Allen worked out that well, why wouldn't Trey Lance? That's always been my argument with it. He's more mobile, he's faster, so you can design an offense around him to, even if you have to run the ball with him more than Josh Allen would run the ball. And Josh Allen ran the ball very well his first year, and they were able to win games even though he was a bad passer. Appreciate the donation. We got Charles for the 10 with the superhero emoji. Yes, sir, the superhero sticker, man. Appreciate that. Let me get Carlton on the screen for you. He ain't even had nothing to say. He just wanted to donate, man. Appreciate that. Big time. Dang, I'm so far behind. Let me try to check. Let me see. No reason to get JC. Probably he ain't falling that far. Hi, what's good, Rich? The Quay with Rico. Rank your top 5 wide receivers in NFC East. I got Terry first. I don't care what people say. Terry's first, period. He's the most dependable. If we're talking talent, and if you're including talent and dependability, Terry's first. I mean, you've even seen it from people outside of the NFC East, like Pro Football Focus guys. Chad Ochocinco loves him. Like, it's just like guys that have nothing to do with our team also think Terry McLaurin is the best receiver in the division. Even with Kenny Golladay is really talented. I like if Kenny Golladay and Amari Cooper are both healthy, I'm taking Kenny Golladay. My problem with Golladay is just, first of all, they're paying him ridiculous amounts of money. Golly. And then, like, is he gonna stay healthy? Like, I mean, golly. Because this website I use, of course, everything they say is not just like, set in stone. It's not like it's a guarantee. But based on, like, they've been studying players for a long time, and they're really good with their calculations and estimating how likely somebody is to get hurt again based off of their previous injuries. And they keep track of all of their previous injuries and things like that. And they're estimating that in 2021, he's estimated to, he's potentially he has a 91% chance to get hurt again. Now, they're only projecting for him to miss, like, maybe 3 games because he got hurt. Like they're not estimating this about to be a 91% chance he gets a severe injury, but they're predicting that he has a 91% chance to at least get banged up and miss a couple of games. They're projecting him to miss like 3 games or something like that. And that's just a lot of money for a guy like that. And I love Kenny Golladay. And I would definitely take, I'm not gonna lie, if we're talking about fully healthy, I'm taking Kenny Golladay over Amari Cooper. My problem with Amari is that he drops all of the easy passes, which is annoying. He'll be double covered and still get separation and then catch a contested catch over like 2 guys or somebody like that for a first down 20 yards down the field. The very next play, 7-yard slant, wide open drop for no reason. I can't stand that. I'm sorry. I can't mentally handle a receiver like that because that's so annoying, bro. That I wouldn't be able to do it. I have Amari Cooper third, I'm not going to lie. But Terry got to be first, bro. Terry's the most dependable by far. He's had the worst situation around him, too. Like, I got to go Terry. Anthony Harris is signed. I watched Lance one game. He only looked at 1 wide receiver, 2 at best. Terry is first for sure. Terry is most dependable easily. Seen pro that he did good. Rico, don't you think the free agency market will be better after the draft? Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I mean, who would just randomly become just free out of nowhere that just gets released or something? It happens every year though. The only games he played in this whole year. I'm a Cowboys fan. Our cheap general manager, Stephen Jones, is holding us back. Could have had Harris and Hankins. Good luck, Washington, though. What's good, Mojo, man? Appreciate that, man. Good luck to y'all, too. Bro, I'm sick. I'm just as sick as you are, man, with Anthony Harris. $5 million a year. That man was demanding like $14 million a year before last season, and then he had a slightly off season. I still think he's really talented. Now he's going for $5 million on a 1-year deal. Granted, he took a cheaper deal so he can play his heart out. 1-year prove-it deal, go get big long-term money next off season. But still, like $5 mil for 1 year, bro. We could have gave him 7, bro. For real, we could have. So you think that you saw enough of Trey Lance 318 passing attempts to say he's the best? I think so. Off of talent, we're talking about traits. We're not talking about what he's done. We're talking about what he's going to do. Trey Lance definitely has the highest ceiling out of all of the quarterbacks in this draft easily. We're talking about just pure God-given talent for sure. Watch Trey Lance's film. He pretty much only ever looks at one receiver. Again, I'm not worried about that. First of all, I've seen him look at multiple receivers in any given play. But even then, that's not like the worst thing that could happen to a quarterback coming out of college. He could easily work on that. You could easily design an offense that he doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that he doesn't have to look at more than one guy. Lamar Jackson still basically only reads half a field. Would you take Steven Nelson? And the Steelers said they would let him find a team. I don't know. That's somebody to look into. Tight end Jordan from Miami is a 2nd-round pick. You talking about Brevin Jordan? Yeah, I like Brevin Jordan a lot. If you can't get Brevin Jordan in the 2nd, he may even go in the 1st. Get Tommy Tremble in the 3rd. Zach Wilson got the highest ceiling to me. Now, if we're talking ceiling, is Lance. Like, if we're talking about just pure, like, arm strength, like just things you can't teach. Mobility, arm strength, just God-given ability, is Lance. But Wilson is definitely, I would say, safer than Lance. Like, if you had to put money on a quarterback that would work out at the NFL level, you would more likely put your money on Zach Wilson because he's safer. He's definitely safer. But if we're talking about like ceiling, like just straight up, all of these quarterbacks on their best day, everything works out perfectly. They just develop perfectly. They're able to all read all of that type of stuff. It's Trey Lance. That's why that's why I like Trey Lance the most, because I feel like you take them. These coaches get paid millions of dollars to develop quarterbacks and do their job. Don't make it that easy. Don't take the safest guy like a Mac Jones, and then that's halfway doing their job for them. Let them work for it. We've seen Josh Allen become an elite quarterback, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray. All of these guys were ridiculous potential that had low floors because you didn't know like if things would work out or not. Chris Sims said that Josh Allen was more polished because he did progressions. Lance was mostly one read. Now, I can see Josh Allen did read progressions more, but Trey Lance is definitely more accurate. So I definitely feel like Trey Lance, in my opinion, is more pro-ready. He's definitely more accurate. Josh Allen, coming out of college, was terrible with accuracy and decision-making. Trey Lance, at the very least, is a better decision-maker and more accurate. I'm not saying he's great at either of those things, but he's way better than Josh Allen was coming out. But Josh Allen does go through his progressions more. But like, I mean, I prefer a quarterback that's accurate and we work on going through progressions than a quarterback that goes through progressions and is not accurate at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that Josh Allen is at where he's at right now just shows on his side great work ethic, and on the other side, they're coaching doing a great job. I forgot the QB coach's name, but they did a great job. They earned their money. They super earned their money. I like Lance for us because he can sit for a year. That too, like when in doubt, Lance can sit for a year. Did you know that Justin Fields runs a 4.41? Yeah, that was wild. What's good, K Hodge? I like Zach Wilson a lot too. I like all of these guys. I'm higher on Wilson, Fields, Lance, Trevor Lawrence than most other quarterbacks in other drafts. Like I feel like all four of these guys would be QB1 in other drafts. It's just they just happen to be in a really loaded class. I think Zach has far and away the most potential, but I like Mono Lance and Fields. That means Chris Sims going to be right on Zach Wilson. Hey, Rico, you down on Kellen? I'm not down on him. I just don't love him like a lot of people do. I feel like he's about to be just this elite top quarterback guy. I don't see that. I just don't see like really elite traits. Panther vids on demand. Yeah, man, people need to listen to Chris Sims. He really look at these QBs. That man's never wrong. The film agrees if you check it out. Chris Sims is right about a lot, but his rankings this year, I'm sorry. I can't do that. That's ridiculous. Trade off of Fields, I'm going crazy on draft day. I can see Fields being what we thought RG3 was going to be. That's a difficult comp, though. I mean, Fields is fast. He ran a faster 40 time than he runs on the field, because I think RG3 is clearly faster than Fields. And I think Fields is a better thrower than RG3. So that's a difficult comp for me. But maybe. I mean, he potentially could. I just feel like RG3 was going to eventually become a great thrower. I feel like Justin Fields, like day one, is at least somewhat competent of a thrower. Because RG3 was a struggle thrower at first. I don't like Fields. How much do you have to give up to go from 19 to 7? 2021 third. 2021. Huh? Third round pick 2020. Oh, first I'm assuming 2022. Oh, DMV on my shoulders changed his pick. Is that Cameron Curl? I can't even see it so little. 22nd down. I mean, hey, I'm willing to do that. Don't say he's never wrong and be wrong now. Y'all about to say never is crazy. He's been wrong about a lot, but he's also been really spot on with a lot of things. What's good, Scotty? What's good, man? Fields with our weapons could be nasty for sure. We need to get KJ Wright. KJ Wright, is he really available? Like, do we have to trade for KJ Wright, or is he a free agent? Also said Wilson should be ahead of Trevor Lawrence. If we trading for Lance, I got to give Ron a hug. No need to run Samuel out the backfield like that sweeps, yeah, but not running over the guard, the tackle. Are you talking about there's no reason for him to take that many hits is basically what you're saying? I didn't know that. What about Quan Alexander? I mean, Quan Alexander is freakishly talented, but severe injury he got in the playoffs, it was, right? Didn't he, suffer an ACL tear or something like that in the playoffs? So who knows if he's going to come back what he used to be. So I don't know. I feel like they may be holding out on him right now. I feel like a lot of teams are just waiting. Maybe he's asking for too much money. Maybe a lot of teams are like, man, after that injury, we're scared to pay you big money. And maybe he's, trying to wait to see if a team will give him big money. I don't know. Yeah, that's Curl. Oh, okay. KJ Wright is a free agent. Okay, he is? Hey, man, bring him in. What's he asking for? What we talking about with KJ Wright? Let me look. KJ Wright market value. Yeah, necessary hits. If Rivera, let me see. KJ Wright, talk to me. Talk to me, Spot Track. Talk to me. 31 years old. That's the main problem with him. He's coming off of making about $7 million a year almost. Yeah, $7 million a year. How much is he asking for right now? I mean, he's 31 years old. He can't be asking for too much. He cannot be asking for too much. Oh, we got another donation. My boy Alexander was good. Appreciate that again, man. Joe Theismann said Wilson was the best QB draftee. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Zach Wilson ends up being the best one out of everybody, honestly. I wouldn't. I just like Trey Lance's potential the most. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is the safest. Zach Wilson and Justin Fields fall somewhere in between in both of those categories. Trey Lance is the highest ceiling. He's just the most talented, the most naturally gifted one out of all of them. and Trevor Lawrence is easily the safest, like the guy you can see right now. He can step in day one and lead you to the playoffs and stuff like that. I feel like Zach Wilson and Justin Fields are like somewhere in the middle of both of those in potential and how safe they are with ceiling and floor. If not Lance, Kellen Mond at 19 if he's there. I'm definitely not high enough on Kellen Mond to take him 19. I'm nowhere near that high on him. I just personally don't see it that high. I like him, and I'll be willing to take a chance on him at some point, but like 19, nah. If all these guys work out, Lance will definitely be the third. But hey, Brody, what happened? Mond has started level floor, and you can get him easily in the second. Dude said Kellen Mond at 19. Yeah, I'm good. Trevor Lawrence is trash. Where is trash coming from? What's going on? Gotta be trolling. I agree Kellen Mond doesn't come off to me as a game changer, but he lacks intangibles such as assertiveness and aggression from the games I've seen. Do you think Pats could trade up? What's good, Pats Tom? Honestly, I do. Go get your... Hey, man, if we don't get our quarterback of the future, I hope y'all do, so that y'all can... Go get... If we don't get Lance, y'all go get Lance and show everybody that they're wrong. I see Washington football team trading up for Mac Jones. Oh, see, now I gotta block you, because now you wishing death on me. Now you basically just cussed me out passive aggressively. That's what you did. Now that's what you did. You basically just slapped all of us in the face. That's what I heard. So far, Kerrigan has no suitors. Maybe Washington football team get lucky and re-sign him to a reasonable deal. Kurt Smith, that's a good point. That is very possible. Right now, Ryan Kerrigan's market isn't looking as sweet as he thought it would. You know what I'm saying? He's looking around like, what's going on? What's going on? What's really going on right now? What is really going on right now? On Mon 50% there in the fourth. How are we about to get Keith Ishmael, the long snapper, make him useful? That's a good point. That's a decent point. We do need a long snapper for sure. Hopefully we already have one on our team. Keith Ishmael. Maybe the Tyler guy we just took from the Giants. How about we... Okay, I just saw that. Well, why the Pat's Tom thing? What happened? What happened to Pat's Tom? Oh, for what he said. Don't block him. don't delete his messages. That's pretty funny. I think he was serious. I don't even think he was trolling. Don't block his messages though. Shea gonna be too excited. Yeah, if they get Lance, Shea's. I don't even know if I can do the Friday stream with Lance. I mean with Shea if the Pats get Lance, bro. Patriots get Lance, it's over with for the league. For sure. They're going to just go back right back to a 10-year dynasty, and I'm going to be sick. At that point, I'm going to be a secondary Pats fan because I'm just going to be I told you so to everybody for the next 10, 15 years. I hope we get Trask or Mac. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Kobe's the guy that I severely disagree with quarterbacks. I was like, who is going on right now? And I just remembered. How about Davis Mills in the third? Not very high on him either, but I prefer Kellen Mond over Davis Mills, though. Trade out of 19, pick up best player available in first, then choose between Quinn Miners, Wyatt Davis, Leatherwood, Jabril Cox, Nick Bolton, Melifonwus of the world. That's a solid strategy. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we don't trade up, we might as well trade back. If we're not trading up for quarterback, trade back. Because I don't really love anybody at 19 enough, unless some ridiculous guy falls, which I don't think will happen. But JJ got a deal, so I think there's a spot for him somewhere. But I think people don't look at him to be like this starter level edge rusher that he sees himself. He wants starter money and starter snaps. Like he said, he doesn't even want to come off the bench anymore. He sees himself being a starting edge rusher at the NFL in the NFL right now. And I don't think anybody else sees him like that. Or at least they're gonna wait till after the draft. I think Ryan Kerrigan's just one of those guys that may not get signed till after the draft, unless he comes back here for really cheap money. From Washington, I'm waiting for DJ in 23 or Rattler in 22. I'll take DJ in 23 over Rattler in 22. I still don't exactly see it with Rattler. I just don't get. I don't know how you can hate Trey Lance and like Rattler. I'm just not getting it. I don't want Mac Jones unless you bring the receivers he played with him too. Yeah, bro. You draft Mac Jones, you got to take everybody. We need to trade for Henry Ruggs. We need to trade for Jerry Jeudy. We need Jalen Waddle. We need Devonta Smith, long snapper at 19. Stop playing. Let them know, Christian Sorto. That's the way to do it. Dan, what's good, Dan? Jamie Newman. I'm not that high on him, and this is coming from somebody from Georgia who was doing backflips for the fact that we got him to replace Jake Fromm. But I'm still not that high on him at the NFL level. I like Newman, but he's a project. Yeah, I don't love Newman like that. Next year's QB class is garbage. Yeah, I'm scared. Like, I don't like next year's QB class. I just don't see it. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near what this one is. So if you're going to take quarterback, take them now. Don't wait till next year. Because if you don't take them this year, you might as well wait till 2023 when DJ comes out and see who else is going to be fine with them. Maybe one of my Georgia guys. What's good, winner? Deshaun Watson is in terrible. Wait, what? Trey Lance bust. Trevor bust. Kobe, you gotta be trolling. A lot of people said the same thing when he said Mahomes was gonna be special when Allen, Lamar were better than Darnold. No, he was spot on with that. Said, first of all, hold on. Let me see. My boy Alexander Wilson with the donation. Sim said Wilson has Mahomes, Rodgers potential. Also loves Mond's throwing mechanics. He said the Mond will be better in the NFL than college football. I mean, again, I hear him. We'll have to see. I just personally don't. You know what I'm saying? I love Wilson. Like I said, I'm team trade up for Wilson. I'm team trade up for Fields. I'm team trade up for Lance because I like all of those guys more than I like most of the quarterbacks in previous drafts. If not almost all of them. Like, I'm higher on Wilson than Sam Darnold, than Lamar Jackson. I'm higher on Wilson than all of these guys. I'm just even higher on Lance. So I would love to trade up for Wilson, but Kellen Mond, I just don't. I mean, I see the argument, but why would we wait till 2023 for DJ? I mean, at this point, if you don't take one this year, you wait till 2023 because I don't like 2022's draft class yet. I don't know. There's always a Joe Burrow out of nowhere. There's always a Zach Wilson out of nowhere. But like, yeah, I don't see it, man. DJ, he got a lot of sacks being on a rotation. Any update on Reuben Foster? Nah. Just don't expect him to come back. I don't even, just forget Reuben Foster exists at this point. If he comes back, let him be a pleasant surprise. Spencer Rattler is nice. I don't see it. I don't get it. For me, I don't get it. I like Lance way more. I like Wilson way more. I like Fields more. I like Lawrence more, so I don't get it. What if Waddle was on the board at 19? We not in need of a wide receiver, but I'd snatch him. Yeah, I mean, if somebody that ridiculously talented falls to you, you just got to take them. Best player available, even if it's not at the biggest need. And then just take linebacker second round. Linebacker top 3, Penn State, Notre Dame, and Tulsa. I thought you were talking about the top linebacker, like DB. I thought you were talking about linebacker use. That just happened to almost work out. But you're talking about specifically Micah Parsons, JOK, and Zaven Collins. Okay, I thought you were talking about the best colleges for linebackers, and that actually happened to line up pretty decently. I mean, of course, Alabama and a lot of these other colleges too, but Penn State, Notre Dame, and Tulsa puts linebackers out there for sure. Spencer Rattler is in the NFL. I just don't like him that high. I wouldn't say he's not an NFL QB, but I don't like him more than I like Lance, Fields, Wilson, Lawrence at all. Let's trade for Pat Mahomes. Reuben Foster started to walk without a crutch last month. Yeah. The fact that we're caring about him walking without a crutch, just go ahead and get Reuben Foster out of your mind. Keep him out of sight, out of mind. If he ends up playing for us, great, but like don't depend on it. Sam Howell is the only quarterback I see in next year's class. This happens every year where people jump up. They were talking about Lance making the second round. Now he's top 5. Rattler is talented. Y'all sleep. Wait till after next season. We got to see because I'm just bleh. Rattler not an NFL QB. Probably maybe, but Rattler is nice. What's up? I sent you a mock draft to your Twitter. Let me know what you think. Well, that's a channel member, so I got to stop doing what I'm doing to read that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it wasn't a channel member, but it's a channel member, so I got to pull up. On that one. This Geo, right? Yeah, this Geo right here. You got JOK, Terrence Marshall, Eric Stokes, my boy Eric Stokes, Spencer Brown, my boy Monty Rice, Chuba Hubbard, and DeMar Hamlin. That's pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. And then Colin Granson, Pro Wells, Jonathan Cooper, and D'Angelo Amo. Did you trade back? Why do we have so many picks? What did you do? Where did you get all these picks? Do we have all these picks naturally? But I like that. No, I don't think Eric Stokes making it to the third round after he ran that 40 time. Maybe before the pro day, but like he ran that 4.28, and then the second time he did it, it was like a 4.25. I don't think he's making it that far. But Eric Stokes in the third is a huge steal, and I love JOK. JOK is one of my favorite players in the draft in general, regardless of position. So him in the first is like excellent. And then I'm not personally not that high on Monty Rice. Again, like I love my Georgia guys, but I'm gonna be objective. Like I'm not just about to like hype up Monty Rice. I'm not gonna hype up I'm thinking of his name right now. Bro, what's my boy name? The safety. I'm not gonna hype him up because I don't think he's that ridiculously great. I mean, I would love for these guys to go to Washington. I would love these guys to get drafted as high as possible. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't love Monty Rice like that, man. He's just so run. Like, he's only run support. Like, his coverage is tragic. Run support is solid, but still needs improvement. But I mean, the potential is there. The talent's there. Love Monty Rice to death for Georgia, but for my burgundy and gold, I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, this is a really nice draft. It's a really nice mock draft, George, for real. Somebody said Lamar was not Rosen or Donald. Dang, I know they feel played now. I'm convinced Lamar was just racism. The Lamar draft stuff was just ridiculous. What's good, Alexander? Again with a donation. Appreciate that, man. Let me see who I'm going to bring up. You said Sims said Fields is number one Reed QB. He's not a good short passer, and his throwing mechanics is inconsistent. He said he's a project. I'm not mad at that. I can see that because Fields on his best day, Fields' best game last season is better than Lawrence's, Wilson's, and Lance's best game. If you want to talk about the singular best game that any of these QBs had last season, it's Fields. So you can argue Fields on his best day is better than all these other guys on their best day. But I do agree that he's not just come out day one throwing darts and reading NFL defenses and running an NFL-style offense. I agree with that. I love Fields, though. I think Fields is going to be a top 10 quarterback potentially, but I do agree he's not ready to go out there day one and just ball out. But appreciate the donation again. Who was I about to put up there now? I'm gonna do a little bit of William Jackson. I spelled my own name wrong, man. Godly, I spelled my own name wrong. Well, let me see what William Jackson talking about over here. We only have 213 plays. I've been working on the film session for William Jackson and Curtis Samuel. I've been watching it. I've been taking my notes, and I just gotta record it and edit it. So I'm definitely get y'all those film sets. Richie Grant is a talented free safety. I definitely agree. Rattler making some Mahomes type throws. Yeah, but I mean, everybody kind of does. I mean, Lance does. Lance has some throws that's like, how long could he do that? Why can't he do that more consistently? Fields does the same thing. Wilson, they all have like just these ridiculous, like, how did he do that throws? I don't know. I just don't. We'll see. I just don't like Rattler like that. Stops at Chad Surratt for me, Dylan Moses too. Is it just me or Zach Wilson looks like a 12-year-old boy? William Jack put on Jaquiski Tart film. We're rumored to be interested in him. Are we really? I didn't even see anything about that. But let me write that down before I forget. How do you spell that? Jaquick. Nah. Yeah. We're just gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave that one right there. I'm not about to try to spell that one again. I was struggling to pronounce it. Wilson over Fields. I mean, I can see that argument. Wilson is safer. Like you could definitely say Wilson is more NFL ready day one. But Fields definitely, I feel like, may have a higher ceiling just off of speed, off of arm strength. When I'm talking about ceiling, I'm talking about things you can't teach. I'm talking about arm strength. I'm talking about mobility. And Fields definitely has a higher ceiling. But Wilson, like, again, if I had to bet money, I would say Wilson may end up being a better quarterback. He's safer. He's not as much of a project. We need to take two linebackers, JOK and Dylan Mond. I like Kellen Mond. It's just his chicken wing arm. I don't think he isn't as loose as he is stiff. Rattler doesn't make crazy throws. But Kenny Golladay versus William Jackson, 4 catches, 28 yards, 0 touchdowns. Yeah, we've been seeing all over Twitter that clip of him in the end zone knocking the ball out of Kenny Galladay's hands. Lock up, you know what I'm saying? Who is DJ? The Clemson quarterback. I don't exactly know how to pronounce his last name, but he's a dog. Ian Book made a Pat Mahomes type throw. Granted, he was under pressure and threw it out back, but still, I like to pick up that you guys should win the division. I appreciate that. I want to take Anthony Schwartz in like the 4th. Caleb Williams going to be the best QB in the league. But you're not playing by him because he's from the DMV, though. Hey, man, I respect it. Just like how I feel about my Atlanta people, my Georgia people, I'm not mad at you for feeling that same way about your DMV guys. And Caleb Williams does have talent, but I definitely see why you like, you know what I'm saying? How I am with Ant in the NBA, how I am with even Justin Fields and Deshaun Watson, you know what I'm saying? My Georgia guys, I got my Atlanta guy, Trevor Lawrence, Georgia. I got to stick with my guys, man. I got to root for them. I have fallen back a lot on JLK. He's a great athlete, but his size is way concerning. I think you should get similar play at will from Hamsai. You prefer Hamsai at will linebacker rather than safety? Jacoby Stevens and maybe Devon Diablo. I can see that. I mean, JOK, yeah, you worry about him possibly being like a injury risk at the NFL level because he is fairly small. I see what you're saying. I'm not mad at that. I'm not as worried about it as you are. But yeah, I mean, I see the debate there for sure. You said DJ last name. I can't pronounce QB out of Clemson. Yard pickups were great. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Oh, yeah, the guy that played Notre Dame. Tamarian Terry is going to be a sleeper wide receiver in the draft. I like him a little bit, too. Put some respect on DJ's name. Fitzmagic with our young talent will be exciting to watch, and we should get Anthony Schwartz. Yeah, my Anthony Schwartz out of Auburn, speed demon. I mean, y'all saw me have him in my mock draft back in what? Was that November, December? So y'all know, like, I like Anthony Schwartz later in the draft. Y'all already know, like, my name is attached to that. I like Anthony Schwartz. He has a lot of, like, technical things to work on. Like, he's just, like, a really fast guy right now. That's basically what he mostly is. Like, right now, if I had to say, I would take Elijah Moore over Anthony Schwartz because Elijah Moore is more NFL ready. He's a better route runner, in my opinion, as of today. But they're both, like, speed demons and can separate. But I just prefer Elijah Moore right now. But you never know. Anthony Schwartz may end up being better than Elijah Moore if you work with him and get his route running better, if you get his catching better and stuff like that. Because both of them struggle with catching a little bit. I mean, granted, Elijah Moore doesn't drop passes, but, like, I don't know. It's just something about, like, I hate when receivers catch it and then have to re-catch it. And it never really got him in trouble because, again, he didn't really drop that many passes. But he's not the type of guy to just go up, catch the ball, that's it. He'll, and then get it. You know what I'm saying? That's Elijah Moore. So that just worries me a little bit. As far as projections go at the NFL level. But he's a great separator. So at the end of the day, I mean, if he's 5 yards away from any near DB, that is enough time to bobble the ball and catch it. So, I mean, maybe you don't have to worry about it. What, 205 watching, only 69 likes. That's what I'm saying, J-Mom. Make sure I like up the stream, man. I want Waddle at 10 and trade Gallup. Hey, boy, you done with Gallup? Man, don't do my Georgia boy like that, bro. He didn't go to Georgia, but he's from Georgia. Don't do that to my boy like that, man. Don't do my boy Gallup like that, man. But now Waddle, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper is unfair. I really hope y'all don't do that. Nobody talking about Sadiq. I just mentioned him earlier, but yeah. Sadiq has talent, bruh. If he can get healthy and get right, really talented. I think he has Pro Bowl level talent, whether he wants to play guard or tackle. It could be either one. It's just, is he gonna ever like develop into that guy? So we aren't gonna trade up for a QB. I wouldn't bet money on it. I hope we do. That's my preferred option, but I don't think it's like really realistic. But it all depends on how much they like Lance. We sent 3 guys to Lance's pro day. That's the most you can send to a pro day. Most other teams that were there, if not all of them, only sent 1 or 2 guys. We sent 3. We were like, nah, man, we need everybody in that building to really take a good look at Lance. So if Scott Turner loves him, we've seen, based on like Scott Turner loved Antonio Gibson, Ron Rivera let him use a 3rd round pick to get him. So if Scott Turner loves Lance, Ron Rivera is going to do what he has to do to get Lance in the building. He will trade up. So it all depends on how high Scott Turner and those guys are on Lance. It's not really a problem of trading up. If you feel like you have a franchise quarterback, a guy that can lead your team to division wins and the Super Bowls for the next 10, 15 years, it doesn't matter what value you get up to get him. You give up to get him. I mean, it's essentially, like the Bears just offered 3 first-rounders, 2 elite, really good Pro Bowl level talents. I forgot which. It was one of the DBs, and I think it was Akeem Hicks at defensive line, and some more stuff, like even more than that. And like, nobody's saying that that's giving up the whole team just off of because Russell Wilson is a guaranteed guy. Like, Russell Wilson is great, which I can see. For in comparison, the guy that you already know is going to be great as soon as he steps in versus Lance Wilson and all these guys that you don't. But you're going to have to give up way less value than that. And if you hit, you gave up way less value than that, and your team is ready to go to Super Bowl. So I trust Ron Rivera. I trust his process. This whole time, even last season, we were 1-5. I was like, trust Rivera, bro. It's not that bad. People going all over the place talking, this team is terrible. Are we even worse than last year? I'm like, bro, it's really not that bad. Just wait. Everybody needs time. We just got to get the right players. We need chemistry. All of that. Like, I've been telling y'all stuff what's going to happen before it happens. What happened? What else? When the free agency started, people were spazzing about how we weren't getting anything done the first day. I'm like, bruh, you're not going to sign the best guys on the first day because they're not out here taking the first offer on the board. They're at least going to sleep overnight on the multiple offers they have from different teams and then select one. So I was like, bro, we're going to start hitting in free agency. You just got to wait. So I just don't understand why people don't trust me yet. Like, I swear I'm like a fortune teller when it comes to this stuff. Yo, Rico, you think there's a chance Waddle falls to us? I doubt it, but it's definitely not impossible. People may stay away from him because of the injury. You never know for sure. You never know. You never, ever, ever know. You never know. I definitely wouldn't say it, but I wouldn't bet money on it. I would definitely not I wouldn't even put a dub on that. What do you think TJ Simmons in like the late in the draft? I'm gonna have to watch more of him because I'm not even exactly sure who you're talking about. Tarter's a 5-year vet from San Francisco. He looks really pretty good. Yo, Rico, you think there's a chance? Okay, I just read that. You could take JOK when you could take JOK than Dylan Moses to be sure. Yeah, that's interesting. Dylan Moses with the high floor, JOK with the lower floor but the higher ceiling. I can see that. What do you think, T? But again, like, I mean, we need, again, I keep saying linebacker is one of our biggest needs, if not like the biggest, other than quarterback, future quarterback at least. Maybe not 2021, but future quarterback. But at the end of the day, we're in nickel 60% of the time or more. Now, granted, now that we have a lockup man cover corner and William Jackson that could just be on an island with the number one wide receiver on the other team, maybe we play less nickel, but I'm pretty sure we're still going to play nickel 60% of the time or more. So we only have two linebackers out there any given play most of the time. So like, we do need a linebacker really bad because I'm not too. I like Cole Holcomb a lot. I like his potential. John Bostic scares me, and who knows with Khalid Hudson, even though I like his potential as well. It would be nice to bring in a guy that we know for sure is going to be a dog. Yeah, Rico, I remember. I want Anthony Schwartz now, no cap. That 4.26 was nasty. Bro, I've been telling y'all about Anthony Schwartz since like November, bro. He's different. Everybody, all the attention is on the other Auburn wide receivers, but Anthony Schwartz is a sleeper right there. Zaven Collins, Jabril Cox would be better. I mean, I love Jabril Cox. That's my dude. He's been my dude since he in DSU before he transferred to LSU. But personally, I like JOK more. Like, honestly. I mean, I love Jabril, but like, JOK different. I mean, again, but then again, you're more worried about his potential injury risk than I am. Hey, Rico, I watched the football team Super Bowl contenders in 2022 season. Hey, man, you never know. What's good, Corey? You never know. Maybe. It depends on how we draft. Moses over Jimmy. Elijah Moore, Dwayne Eskridge, both speed demons. Love them both. Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent in this draft and receiver, bro. Jabril Cox is a sleeper. I love Jabril, bro. I've been mock drafting us, taking them since the 2020 draft. Amari Rogers, that's another talented guy. I think JOK isn't as good as Isaiah Simmons was coming out. He's too small. I mean, yeah, Isaiah Simmons was different. Yeah, Isaiah Simmons was generated. Then again, Isaiah Simmons hasn't worked out. So I can see that argument. Isaiah Simmons was better coming out of college than JOK. Isaiah Simmons hit the NFL. It hasn't worked out, so why would JOK work out? I can see that debate. But I still really like JOK. I think he's going to work out, man. Draft me, I'm Deshays Everett at linebacker. This is a business. I hate it too, but we ain't paying Gallup. We got to get something out of him. Yeah, he is going to probably ask for quite a bit of money because he was holding it down as the wide receiver 2 for a minute. Watch the Schwartz film, really liking it. Yeah, I like Anthony Schwartz, man. Speed demon. Yo, Curtis is going to go far, 1,000 yards, 350, and cheap. Rivera is so calculated. Man, I tried to tell y'all, bro. We was going to hit. Who's our goal line back next year? I don't know. He's not currently on the roster, I believe. Are they going to go to Wilson's Pro Day? I hope so. For once, we have a great coach. I agree. What do you think about Deshaun Watson allegations? I think it's all made up. I think Wilson had his pro day. Did he? I don't think he did. Can't wait to play the Giants. Can't stand losing to them every year, bruh. The fact that we beat everybody, but we couldn't beat them is just crazy. How do you feel about? Because they couldn't beat anybody outside of the NFC East, and we couldn't beat them, but we could beat guys outside of it. It was just weird. I mean, that just goes to show that the NFL really is rock, paper, scissors. And it's all about who plays the best that day. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're better than the team overall, but whoever shows up that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, NFL's crazy, bro. That's why I love it so much. It's so unpredictable. I mean, the Raiders beat the Chiefs. You know, I mean, it's not like the Raiders are a bad team, but the Raiders beat the Chiefs. Like, come on now. Like, it's just, the NFL is crazy, man. I'm pretty sure there are way bigger upsets that I'm just not remembering right now. But, like, the NFL is just wild, bro. Yeah, I gotta hand it to them. Salute to the Giants for beating us twice last season, man. They have every right to talk their trash, bro. Rico, what you think about your boy Isaiah Wilson, bro? Forget him, man. That man is tripping, bro. That man is tripping. I don't know if Kirby Smart's just that great of a leader, because like these guys don't act like this at Georgia. I don't know. Javon Williams just out here fighting people for the Bears, just fighting left and right. You got Isaiah Wilson. There's a few other guys I can't remember right now, but it just seems like Georgia guys they're so calm and chill at Georgia. Then they hit the NFL level. Now they want to fight. Now they don't want to care about nothing. Like, I don't know. Is Kirby Smart just that great of a leader that he just keeps these people under control while they're at Georgia? As soon as they hit the NFL level, their coaches just don't do a good enough job to keep track. I don't know. Like my boy George Pickens is already acting a fool at Georgia, so I'm scared what he's gonna do at the NFL level. That man gonna be Chad Ochocinco and Dez Bryant and Terrell Owens combined. Because, bro, if y'all haven't seen him, bro, first of all, he's really talented. He's arguably going to be the best receiver coming out of this draft. This next draft coming up, the 2022 draft. The talent is there, but boy, bro, it's always something, bro. Every week, it's a fight. It's something, bro. But, I mean, it's so fun to watch. He's a huge trash talker, but he's going to be trouble at the NFL level. And like I said, like Isaiah Wilson was no trouble at Georgia. He hits the NFL, and he's just the worst character guy of all time. And George Pickens is already trouble at Georgia, so I don't know what he going to end at the NFL level, bro. It's going to be wild, bro. Keep track of George Pickens, big bro. What's good, Shade Me lately? Disrespecting Devonta Smith, I got a wide receiver 1. I'm more of a Jamar Chase guy, but Devonta Smith is ridiculous. I mean, it's those three are the top 3. I mean, Jalen Waddle was considered better than Devonta Smith before he got hurt. A lot of people thought he was. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I feel like you can't really go wrong without a guy. I mean, if anything, Devonta Smith, with the way he's built, maybe an injury risk, and we've already seen Jalen Waddle sustain an injury, so Jamar Chase is definitely the safer of the 3. But Devonta Smith is a dog, and Jalen Waddle is also a dog. Clemson QB DJ, yeah, that's how you pronounce that? Because, boy, Owuiagalelei. Yeah, I wanted him to so bad during the recruiting process. I was so sick when he went to Clemson. I wanted him so bad during that recruiting cycle. I was sick. But I wasn't as sick with DJ as I was with buddy that went to Oregon. Justin Lowe. Oh, man. Because he visited Georgia. He visited Georgia like twice. And he was hyping us up. He was like, man, Georgia showed me love. I feel like his family out here. I mean, Justin Lowe looks like the potential, like, the next linebacker. Like Reuben Foster, Jalen Smith coming out of college, Buddy from the Jaguars. Bro, he looks like that next guy type of thing. And so I was sick when he went to Oregon. I was like, bro, at least go to USC. He from LA, from Cali. Like, at least go to USC. Go to your hometown team. Why did you pick Oregon over Georgia, over Alabama, over Florida? Like, what? I still don't know what happened with that decision. But I was hurt. I was hurt about Justin Lowe because I really thought Georgia had an honest chance of getting him. Devonta has that knee injury, hopefully. Fitzmagic had one of the best completion percentage the past couple of years. Bro, the gap between Ryan Fitzpatrick and Dak Prescott is not as big as people think. Like, I saw somebody on Pro Football Focus talking about it, and I agreed. I mean, Dak Prescott's definitely better, for sure. That's not even an argument. But, like, it's not this huge gap between Dak Prescott and Ryan Fitzpatrick that people think. Especially Ryan Fitzpatrick in the last 3 years. Now, who knows? Maybe he just falls off a cliff going into this season and just isn't as good as he was last year for the Dolphins. But if he's as good as he was for the Dolphins, it's not that big of a gap. It's really not. But then again, Dak Prescott is a future quarterback for the Cowboys. So they have their future guy. We don't necessarily have our future guy because I don't know about Taylor Heineke yet. He was undrafted free agent. It was like 3-4 months ago. Yeah, that's crazy. I would rather Parsons and then Jabril Cox in the second. But does Parsons make it to 19? Because he's a ridiculous talent. He's ridiculously talented. Freakishly. I mean, you can almost put him up there with the Justin Lowe's, the Reuben Fosters, the Jalen Smiths coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather a third beast receiver than a so-so tight end. I love Logan. I think he's done nothing but get better. A third wide receiver makes us really dangerous. I can see that argument. But also, Scott Turner loves 2 tight end sets, and right now we just don't have a second tight end to do that with. So I'm pretty sure, like, regardless of which one we prefer, I'm pretty sure we're going to cater towards getting a second tight end over getting a third receiver, just off of how Scott Turner likes to run his offenses. But no, I definitely see that's a good argument. You have 3 dominant receivers. You don't really need a second tight end. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what's good, Hassan? I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Got my little apple juice right here. You know what I mean? What's good, Ali? What's happening? I'm still mad about Chin. Yeah, bro. Jeremy Chin had me sick too, bro. I thought we honestly had a chance to get him. Once we made it to the 3rd round, I was like, oh, yes. We might get Jeremy Chin. We need safety. He's right there, you know what I'm saying? Gone. I was like, all right, come on, bro. Like, the Panthers did. I think the Panthers traded up ahead of us to get him, right, too. Am I tripping? I think they did that on purpose. I think they knew we wanted him and traded up in front of us to get him. So I'm not, I mean, I can't be mad at it. But, like, golly, man, you ain't have to do us like that. Don't do me like that, bit, bruh. Don't do me like that, twin. Jacoby Stevens and Devon Diablo are both 6'2", 230. Converted to safety linebacker. Didn't cover, made great plays on the ball. They could be great. Will's 4th round and later. I'm about to peep them, Astonishing. Thank you for putting me up on game, because that sounds fun. I'm not going to lie. That sounds like some fun prospects to look at. Y'all know I love my little freak athletes. Hybrid linebacker safety guys that could, pretty much play any position on the back end. I'm big on those guys. That's why I love Isaiah Simmons so much. I was team Chase Young, but like I kept saying, even before we took Chase Young, even during the season, like November, I was like, we need Chase Young more, and we should take Chase Young, and I feel like Chase Young is going to have a bigger impact on the field than Isaiah Simmons. That's why we should take him. But Isaiah Simmons was my favorite player to watch in college football last year, period. Regardless of position. Quarterbacks, everybody. Isaiah Simmons was the most fun film to watch last season. For me. I loved watching him. And so I love you don't know if he's a outside linebacker. You don't know if he's a safety, slot corner. You know what I'm saying? A guy that can play all of it. I love those unique chess pieces, man. Those Swiss Army knives. I love those. Those are my favorites. I've been saying Anthony Schwartz. I'm an Auburn fan, but I would rather have Seth Williams. He got hands. Yeah, I mean, and again, Anthony Schwartz has to work on route running and his catching. Yeah, so I feel that. But Anthony Schwartz is a speed demon, for real though. We got donations. Appreciate that, Barrett, man. I always love what you put out, man. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the love big time, man. I really appreciate all y'all, for real. Big ups to you, man, for the donation. Yes, sirski. Let me see where we at. Think where am I at? Where was that? Oh, we got another donation. My boy Tony P. Fitz Lance. Did we all forget about Heineke? What's good, Tony P, man? Appreciate the donation. Let me get Carlton up on the screen right now. I mean, Heineke's good. I mean, from the 5 quarters we saw last year, Heineke is good. I don't want to depend on him to do that. I'm not about to just go into next season, Heineke guaranteed, given quarterback number 1 spot, and just expecting him to stay durable and for defenses not to figure him out. I think Heineke's great. I would love for him to be the answer for the next 10, 15 years. I would love for that to happen. And he has the potential to. I'm just not dependent on it. But yeah, man, I like Heineke. Of course, I love Heineke. What's good, Big Simple? Make sure I subscribe to my boy, Big Simple. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski, man. Justin Flo, man. I'm still hurt about that, bro. That hurt my feelings, bro. Justin Flo, the next Miles Jack, the next Reuben Foster. That's how high I am on him. He maybe not the same play style, but like as far as like just top notch elite linebacker talents, like come on, like bruh, Justin Flo's gonna be a dog, bruh. I'm sick about Justin Flo, bro. I'm still sick to this day that he went to Oregon, bro. I'm sick to this day. Yeah, George Pickens is different, bro. I don't know what's going on. You watch a March Madness? Nah, I'm not really in. I don't even really watch basketball like that. The only reason I'm really watching this NBA season is because of Ant. You know, he representing Atlanta to the fullest. He going crazy. He stay Atlanta with his interviews. You can hear the accent, all of that. So like, you know, he's straight West Side with it too. Not even East Side, like West Side Atlanta. So I support Ant to the fullest. He's my main motivation for watching basketball. Beyond him, I don't really watch much. I mean, LaMelo's really fun, and the Hornets announcers are really fun. But like, if Hornets are playing at 8 p.m., I'm not stopping everything I'm doing to watch it, like I would with football. So, and then college basketball is even worse for me. I mean, maybe I'll pull up with the Final Four, the Elite Eight, maybe. But I didn't even know Cade Cunningham existed till people was telling me about him like last week, 2 weeks ago. Really I just don't really keep up with basketball like that. I'm straight football. I mean, the middle of the NBA playoffs, I'm watching last year's football games. I'm gonna be watching the burgundy and gold versus the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Like, I'm straight football. I mean, basketball's cool, and basketball's really fun to play. And, I mean, for me, it's only entertaining to watch if I'm really attached to, like, a certain player. Like, Westbrook was my favorite for a while. And then now I have Ant. So that makes watching basketball fun. But, like, I don't know. I'm not basketball really like that. And, yeah, Rich, I saw the Hitman Holla Cassidy thing. I don't know why people are on Hitman Holla for being too emotional. I mean, granted, he didn't have to go that crazy. But, like, I understand what he was doing. He was Hitman was trying to be mature and trying to keep everything battle rap and I'm better at rapping than you and stuff like that. And then Cassidy was the one that brought up money. Then Hitman Holla started checking him about the money and was like, I guarantee I'm more successful than you. Then Cassidy started bringing up street stuff. So, of course, Hitman Holla blew up. He was there one by himself. Cassidy there 10 deep. Cassidy said something about I got folks that'll do something. So of course he got up and was uncomfortable and grabbed that bag and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is more fun to play than to watch. For me too. I mean, I feel like that for pretty much all sports really. But basketball especially, like just going to play a pickup game real quick, I prefer to watch that than to watch the Lakers and Clippers play. I way more prefer to play it. We can get our revenge on the Panthers by taking Trey Lance from them. I prefer Cameron Crowe than Chin. I like that. I like that revenge plot. When you say no one knows who you talking about, when you say Ant, no one knows who you talking about. Oh, Anthony Edwards? My fault. I guess people don't know that. People don't know exactly what I'm talking about when I say Ant. Nobody calls him Anthony Edwards though, like except for that. Now, I don't even think the Timberwolves announcers even call him Anthony Edwards now. Tom Brady. I've watched this. What? This is AGM. We have multiple good QB DBs. So what's good, Lee Barnes? Welcome back. I haven't seen Lee Barnes in a minute. Not good. Yeah, I do. Edwards, yeah. Anthony Edwards, I knew that. Okay, bet. Cool. I'm glad. So I was hoping people knew what I was talking about when I was saying Ant. Ross probably going to be wide receiver too, but Michi finna be different. Mechie. I keep saying Michi. I don't know why I keep saying Michi. Is it Michi or Mechie? Oh, yeah, DeAndre Baker. Yeah, Georgia got a few of them. Appreciate that, Justin. Georgia has a few. I don't know what happens, bro. They're like model citizens of Georgia. Then they hit the NFL level and just don't know how to act. I don't know if Kirby Smart's just that great of a personality manager. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just knows how to keep people in check. And then when they get to the NFL level, they don't have that, so then they start going crazy. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But it's wild. Trace McKitty from Georgia. I'm not that high on him. I definitely like Tommy Tremble more, like way more. Again, I love my Georgia Bulldogs, and I want them to be great, but like I'm going to be objective. And at the end of the day, I love my Georgia Bulldogs, but it's burgundy and gold over Georgia any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. It's burgundy and gold over Georgia. So I care about how well my burgundy and gold do over Georgia. I'm not about to just force Georgia players on the burgundy and gold because they're from Georgia. If they're not good, they're just not good. I'm not really high on Trey McKitty like that. I'm honestly not. I'm not that high on, again, like I said earlier, Monty Rice like that. Love all of them in college. So happy to get them when we recruited them and all of that. But just NFL wise, for my burgundy and gold, I'm just not that high on that guy. On what's his name? Dang, I'm tripping. Hold on, I'm about to go find him. Oh, and I forgot the name. Hold on, quick. What was Buddy name? Quick, that we were looking at. Y'all said Quirk. I forgot his name. Freeman or something. He ain't gonna do better. I want Brady. Just Golladay alone. I swear them reports getting paid to pick Dallas to win NFC East. I mean, Dallas is always gonna be. They draw in ratings. Most of the people up there on ESPN and Fox and all of that are Cowboys fans anyway. So like, of course, like it just makes the most sense to talk about them. They generate the most views, the most money, the most controversy. Because of like, if Dallas actually was going to the Super Bowl every year, like a lot of people predicted, what's it called? Then it wouldn't be as fun to talk about the Cowboys. It's the fact that there's all of these expectations, and then sometimes they get close, sometimes they don't get anywhere near them, and it's just the constant up and down that just makes Dallas so entertaining to watch. And talk about. But then they're the most marketable team, so it's just they're always going to be the ones that's most talked about and all. They could be they could have gone 2-14 last season. They'd be the most talked about team in the NFC East this year. DJ to Ross, 15 touchdown, Clemson 54, Georgia 17. Y'all not about to do that, bro. We gonna kill Clemson next year. Y'all sleep, bro. For real. Y'all sleep. We'll show y'all though. We'll show y'all. But then again, it all depends on quarterback. If our quarterbacks come out sorry, because our quarterbacks have been pretty much sorry, especially with Jake Fromm, sorry. Then I don't know. But if our quarterbacks are straight, well, they ain't even got to be better than DJ. Our quarterbacks don't even have to be as good as DJ to beat the Clemson. Our team is better overall. Like, as far as, like, overall talent, like, the rest of the team, better. Especially defense. Nah, they saying Giants winning the division. I've seen some people say Giants, too, and I can see the argument, especially after they got Kenny. Me personally, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm worried about Kenny's health. I'm not going to lie. Paying somebody that's that unhealthy with $18 million a year, man, I'm not going to lie. I don't know, but I don't think the Giants are gonna be trash. I think the Giants have the second brightest future. I think the Eagles are gonna be the worst team this coming season, and they have the worst future. I think their future is dark. I feel like the Cowboys and the Giants are in the middle, and we're at the highest as far as future goes. Next year, I don't know. Maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick is terrible, and I don't think he will be. I think he's gonna be pretty good, but. Maybe he's terrible, and the Cowboys end up winning the division. I don't know. But if we're talking about, like, projecting the future, I think the Giants have the second brightest future, Cowboys third, Eagles fourth by a mile. Like, I think it's it's us, maybe Giants right here, maybe Cowboys right here, and then it's Eagles all the way down here. Like, I'm not saying it's this huge gap between us, Giants, and Cowboys. I just think we do have the brightest future. But I think the Eagles are just down there by themselves looking sad. But I would say the Giants have just off of the fact that their defense, they have a lot of young, great players. So I think the Giants are actually going to be pretty scary. I think the Cowboys are always going to be in it. As long as you have potentially the best quarterback in your division, you're always going to be involved. The Cowboys the problem with the Cowboys is their defense, man. Defense is horrendous, and I love Dan Quinn. I love what he did with the Legion of Boom. He struggled as a head coach, but he's just a defensive coordinator, so I'm not even gonna knock him for that. But I don't think just hiring a better defensive coordinator is suddenly gonna make up for all of the lack of talent. You know what I'm saying? So I think the defense will ultimately play better, but I'm not exactly sure how much better it's actually gonna be, and if it's gonna actually manifest in the wins. That's my problem. But I don't know. But as long as you have the best quarterback in the division, which I feel like Dak still is, you're always going to have a chance. Like, I'm never going to count the Cowboys out just because of that. I just feel like, personally, like, if we're looking at overall teams, we have the brighter future as far as young talent and stuff like that. No cap, just because Dak coming back doesn't mean they're going to win the NFC and their defense not going to change. My Cowboys ain't going to do nothing. Steven Dollar Tree Jones is a terrible general. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all didn't go. Because the way y'all structured Dak's contract, y'all actually have way more cap space than I expected. So I'm surprised y'all didn't go crazy in free agency. Well, then again, y'all got Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal's a dog. Problem is, can he stay healthy? If you get healthy Keanu Neal with Dan Quinn again, he's reunited with Dan Quinn, that's a problem. That's actually like one of the signings that made me the most mad. Anthony Harris was the one that made me the maddest this offseason. Anthony Harris getting signed for $5 million is the one, like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But Keanu Neal is also one. I'm like, dang, bro. The Cowboys done got the one. Trying to think. The Giants. I like Kenny Golladay a lot, but it's just like $18 million a year versus Curtis Samuel, who's making like $11 million a year. I'm taking Curtis Samuel for $11 million. I'm sorry. Especially since he's more dependable. He's healthier, way cheaper, almost half the price. You know what I'm saying? So. Is Keanu Neal a strong safety or a free safety? He's more of a strong safety. But still, I just didn't think that Keanu Neal would go that cheap. And then again, if you get healthy Keanu Neal, that's a dog back there. But Keanu Neal's more of a strong safety. And I feel like the Cowboys still have a needed free safety just like we do. We both have a needed free safety in my opinion. Barkley due for a big season. If he can stay healthy. I haven't seen any proof that Saquon Barkley can stay healthy. He's dominant, though, when he is. But, Rico, did you see my comment about Galladay's health, though? Eagles have an injury curse, and Cowboys are a bunch of overpaid. But Washington had the best futures by far. How was Jason Hatcher? Just happy we didn't pay 3 houses. Dak way too overrated. And a couple rocket ships. Do you see my Terry McLaurin and Fitzpatrick stat predictions? No. You already put it in there? You already put it in? Let me see. Did I miss it? How long ago you put it in there? I missed it. It's a lot going on in here. Where we at? I'm scrolling up, but I don't see. Just put it back in here again. Why do you like more Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne if you can only... Who do you like more? My fault. I read that all the way wrong off jump. I'm like, what's going on with this sentence? And then, lo and behold, it's me tripping. Who do you... I would say, I don't know, man, because Daron Payne is the better run stopper because he eats double teams, but Jonathan Allen is definitely the better pass rusher. I don't know, bro, because Jonathan Allen technically... You could say over the course of last year, Jonathan Allen had the better season, but Daron Payne had the bigger flashes. Like when Daron Payne made a play like that Buccaneers game in the playoffs, like Daron Payne was one of the only people like actually like showing up for real against the Buccaneers. And it just seemed like there were moments like that during the season where Daron Payne was like our only hope in the middle. But just overall, it just seemed like Jonathan Allen had a really underrated. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, man. I really don't, man. I think Daron Payne has a higher ceiling because if he can learn to pass rush better, because he's just more like talented and more gifted than Jonathan Allen, I would say. So I feel like Daron Payne's potential is higher. I don't know, bro. Jonathan Allen was a dog last year, man. Jonathan Allen was definitely a dog, and it's just hard for me to pick anybody over Jonathan Allen the way he played last year. Until, like, before last season, Daron Payne easily wouldn't thought twice about it, nothing. But after last season, I don't know, that's difficult. But up till the 2020 season, before the season, it was easily Daron Payne over Jonathan Allen. It wasn't even close. Do you think we should try to sign Trey Boston and KJ Wright? I'm down for both, please. Sign me up for both of them. Who y'all think gonna be wide receiver 3 for the Giants? Shepard versus Moreland, Slayton versus Moreland. I personally would go Shepard. Me personally, but I don't know, man. Payne over Allen, easy. Terry will get at least 1,400 now that we will get deep. But, oh, yeah, Terry going crazy. People on Pro Football Focus and all over ESPN been talking about how Terry's about to be different. Bleacher Report, they're like, oh, yeah, Terry, y'all better watch out for him. He's one of the better receivers in the NFL, best receiver in NFC East. With Ryan Fitzpatrick, he about to go stupid. Neal playing linebacker for us. Oh, he is? He's going to play Will linebacker for y'all? He's going to play some outside linebacker? That's interesting. That's cool. I mean, again, that's why I'm saying we both still need free safeties. Cowboys and Burgundy and Gold. Fitzpatrick, 4,200, 24, 14 picks. I actually predict more than that. I'm predicting 30-something touchdowns and 20-something picks. I think he's just going to be slanging it. Just out there, man. Just throwing it. Heaving the ball. 65%. Can't be mad at that. 10 yards per catch. I can see that. Yards per attempt. Dang, you really specific with it. 15 throwaways. I've never seen somebody predict how many throwaways somebody gonna have. Now that's a new one. You didn't caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that one. That's elite prediction right there. That's elite predicting right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call that one an inference right there. I feel like Golladay will be a little better and healthy with the Giants. Lions couldn't scheme open their wide receivers today, depending on contested catches, which might explain Galladay's injuries. Oh, that's a good point. Good point. Either sign Sheriff or trade him, save the $18 million and keep the dirty dozen on the D-line. Yeah, bruh. If you can't sign Brandon Sheriff to a long-term deal before July 15th, the deadline, you got to trade him, bro. You got to trade him before then. Like, it's just because he's just going to end up walking in free agency anyway. We're not going to franchise tag him again. Payne has a way higher ceiling in my opinion. Yeah, I think that Payne definitely has the higher ceiling. Because I think what we have from Jonathan Allen like last year is basically as good as he's going to get. I mean, maybe he gets a little bit better because you can never say somebody's officially done at getting better. Dang, the Rockets just lost 20th straight. What happened to all of that John Wall and the Rockets? They won the trade. All of that noise. Man, they on a 20-game losing streak. Sorry selves. I know y'all Wizards fans are really happy about that. Because y'all done beat the Lakers. Y'all done beat a few good teams. Let me see. What was I saying? What was I reading? Filthy, healthy John. Oh, yeah, Sheriff got to go if you can't re-sign him before that deadline because he's just going to walk anyway. Think good JOK comps would be Tevin Smith or Deion Buchanan. I can see that. I just think he may be a little bit more athletic than those guys. That's why I like him so much. Stats-wise, Payne's got half his sacks in the last game. Yeah, I mean, hey, we need to get Melvin Ingram. If Jonathan Allen was just a bit faster, did not miss tackles, he would have like 6 to 10 sacks. That's a good point. But Football Focus has Allen rated way higher. Allen is great, but Payne is better because he always get bopped in the face catching the ball. Allen, my guy. Yeah, I already know Rich Allen, his guy. Quinn Miners and Wyatt Davis after trading out of 19. But Quinn Miners is going to take the lead by storm, bro. I think he's going to be great. Neal is playing weak side linebacker. Okay, that makes sense. I can see that. Could definitely see that. Deion Buchanan, TJ Ward style football. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of see that. But he's going to play straight up linebacker. Like, just straight up. Like, no hybrid linebacker. He's just straight up will linebacker, period. 2 number 2s or 3 number 3s? Huh? Oh, for when you trade back. Okay, cool. I get it. Because I was lost when you first said it. We need to get a head start on Terry's contract. I agree. We need to get a head start on everybody's. He said, relax, Rico. What'd I do? What's good, Justin? I think there's where Terry proves top 5 easy. Oh, yeah, for sure. Quinn Miner's going to be a 3rd. I think he may end up going in a 2nd. Astonishing, I'm not going to lie. I don't think he's going to make it up, bro. He's skyrocketing up teams, big boys, bro. Ever since the Senior Bowl, then that pro that he did with that vert he had and everything, and all, bro. He was pancaking people in the Senior Bowl. I think he had like 3 pancakes. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna make it out that 2nd, bro. I would hope he would make it to the 3rd. It would be, bro. I would flip tables. You get Quinn Miners in the 3rd, bro. I'm flipping tables. I'm flipping Brody and Aja. But I don't think he will, man. Yeah, I have predict throwaways if I'm doing the receivers targets. That man predicted throwaways, man. That's elite right there. I ain't never seen that one before. Cut Sheriff, he sucks so bad. They ain't cut him. Whoa. Washington need to get Fitz and a wideouts and good run game. If you do not think we need a new offensive coordinator, I like Scott Turner a lot, actually. Nobody messing with my boy Av in the URL. Also like Rum Nitty. I'm not exactly sure Rum. I haven't been up on battle rap like I used to be. Like I was back with the conceited just starting out era, like conceited and all of them. Like I was back. What was that, like high school? I would say just about like 2010 ish and stuff like that. That's when I was more into battle rap. I haven't been into it as much. Like I'll sometimes catch like a compilation, but I haven't really watched full blown battles lately like that. I'll catch something here and there. Even though Goods isn't that fire, Goods is funny. Like I just prefer the funnier guys to watch. I don't think they're better. Like I wouldn't say Conceit is the best. I wouldn't say Goods is the best at all. I wouldn't even say Goods is really that fire. But I just like the funnier people, the wittier, funnier guys. My boy Quick Paper is funny too. I don't know them guys. I don't know, man. I haven't been, again, I'm not super up on like all the new people though. Like I haven't been watching battle rap like that lately. But I saw the Cassidy Hitman thing trending, so I had to go check out the little pre-battle thing they do. What's good, Salami? Rockets been stingy with Oladipo. They want Wiseman or the Warriors, Timberwolves first pick. Oh yeah, they tripping. I mean, Oladipo's fire though. Oladipo is fire, but it's just like, nah, man. I'll trade up for Lance and Trey. Think Washington. Where am I at? Where was I? I think I skipped some stuff. Who got Anthony Harris? The Eagles. Sorry, selves. They just out there. They just about to waste such a great talent for no reason. John Wall hurt. That's why. Any thoughts on how long has he been hurt though? Because I thought he was still playing and they were still taking L's. And then Boogie got released and it was downhill. PJ Tucker out here sitting out games until he got traded. Any thoughts on Darius Stills? I'm gonna have to peep him out more. I'm gonna have to check him out more. I like that thumbnail. Appreciate it, man. What's good, Kyron? Wizards are 8-2 against top teams in the West. I made a bunch of money on them betting the Jazz at like plus 550. That boy LC believe in his team. Yes, sir. Make that money. Jonathan Allen needs to get better at pass rushing. It's like he's always a step too late. You remember Preston Smith? Our only problem with him, he was always like a step too late. Jonathan Allen has that same curse where he gets all of the pressures, just not necessarily getting the sacks, not getting there. You know what I'm saying? He's right there. A step, not even a whole step too late. That's the same problem we had with Preston Smith off the edge. The biggest problem we had with him. I was saying earlier that Isaiah Simmons was all athleticism, but didn't necessarily have skill, and maybe that's why he did bad. Got a lot of people to re-sign. He even said in the press conference that he had to sit out because the game was too fast. That's sad. Poor Isaiah Simmons. He got burnt versus the 49ers early. I remember seeing that. I remember that. I'd trade up for Lance. Let him sit behind Fitzmagic or take Jalen Waddle at 19. What is SEWE? I'm scared. Not passing up minus at 51. I don't think he makes it out the second, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm just so mad that Terry didn't have a consistent QB because he would have crazy stats. Yeah. But I like the fact that people that actually know football, like actually watch film and know football, have been giving Terry his props the whole time. Like Pro Football Focus, Bleacher Report guys and stuff like that. Fitzpatrick isn't throwing 30 touchdowns. I think he will, honestly. Because he just loves throwing the ball. I think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns and a lot of interceptions. I think it's going to be both. Fitz not throwing 37 TDs. Hall sucking a little too much. The thumbnail is facts. Terry gets 1K in his sleep. Oh, for sure. What do you think it'll take to trade up for Fields? And do you think there's actually a legit shot to get it? Yeah, I think it is. Because, again, I think people think trading up equals we're trading up to the number 1 and number 2 overall pick. Like, we're going to have to do an RG3 type trade. We're not having to give up RG3 type trades. Like, all the first round picks and stuff like that. We don't have to do all of that. I think you trade up to 7, you can get one of those guys. Lance, Fields, somebody. And I'm perfectly happy with either one. Lance is my favorite, but like I mean at worst, I think at the highest you have to is 5th. So we'll see. Terry gets, and I think you honestly just only have to give up a first, third, maybe another first, maybe another second, and maybe a third, something like that. And I'm cool with that. You get a franchise quarterback, I'm cool with it. We've seen that we can fill holes in free agency. The draft isn't the only way to fix a team. Is Larry Warford still available? Bruh, I'm like, what's going on with Larry Warford, bruh? Yeah, Clean Paper. My fault. I said his name wrong. Did I say Clean Paper or did I say it wrong? But yeah, I like Clean Paper, bruh. I like him a lot, bruh. He's funny. Rico, like I said, John Allen is always right there. Bruh, right there. Bruh, I'm with you, Rich. He's right there. Something wrong with Juju. He literally chose to play with Ben over Mahomes with the Chiefs. Yeah, you saw he was trying his best to get out there, but yeah, this is my fluffy. This is one of them. I have 2 of them. I just haven't been able to upload the other one too. I'm gonna add more videos to where Brody and Aja up there. But like the Aja video has just been glitching right now. It doesn't show up. It comes out landscape, but like the video I take is portrait, but it just stretches it to landscape. I don't know why it's stupid. So I gotta fix that. It's not fixed last year. Why is the Washington football team play calling so bad during their first series with the ball? Remember when you called Chin a baby Isaiah Simmons? But I think Chin is going to be, yeah, man, I like Chin. I still like him. I'm sad he's just gone. Did B. Marsh come up with the nickname McLaren from McLaurin? Nah. People been saying Terry McLaren. They've been saying that. But he did say that he did the little will thing or whatever in the interview. That man, Chad Ochocinco, he said Splekak or whatever he said. I saw that. I watch I Am Athlete pretty faithfully. Like, I'm up on this. Really, the only things I watch on YouTube, like I'm gotta watch it like every time, is 85 South, and now I have I Am Athlete. Other than that, I'm just basically watching football film and anime. That's really, but I don't really watch too many things. Like Corey X Kenshin doesn't even post videos on YouTube like that anymore, so I haven't even been watching his stuff. And that's really it for YouTube for me. Rico, I mean, of course I support all the burgundy and gold guys. I pull up to every video, like it and everything, but like as far as like sitting down, I'm working on stuff, I need something to watch. That's basically what I'm watching right now. I love I Am Athlete. And of course I'm watching everything 85 South Show do, bro. That's straight Atlanta. That's so Atlanta right there. But y'all, I mean, Chico Bean from DC, Carlos Miller from Mississippi, so representing a lot, but it's just like, it's a super Atlanta. Even the way it's designed where 80% of the content is just joning. I love 85 South Show. I love $1 Million Worth of Game too. I catch it depending on what the topic is or who they bring in. But 85 South Show, I gotta watch everyone. I have to watch every episode. Salary cap equals TV contract. Yeah, that TV contract gonna go crazy. Did you see the Terry McLaurin stat prediction? Dang, it's a lot going. We have a lot of people in the stream. That's why I can't keep up with everything. You might have to post it again because I scrolled up pretty far and I didn't even see it. Everyone watches AM Athlete. Not everybody. A lot of people still not hip to it. We go look at your cash. Oh, we got Lee Barnes in the Cash App though. I haven't checked my Cash App in forever because I don't think people really know my Cash App exists like that. So I haven't really. My boy Lee Barnes with the huge donation. Yes, sir, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I need to put some more film on the TV. Man, Lee Barnes with the huge, I don't know if you want me to disclose how much you donated, but man, my boy Lee Barnes with the biggest donation today, man. Really appreciate that. And it's through the Cash App, so YouTube doesn't take a piece of it. Because when you do Super Chat, YouTube takes a piece of it. I think they take 30%, so if you donate, is it 30% or it's something? I think if you donate $1, I get 70 cents of it, basically, something like that. So if you donate like $10, I get $7 and stuff like that. But if you do Cash App, it's straight to me. So, man, big shouts out to Lee Barnes, man. I really appreciate that. That's the biggest donation I've gotten in a while, man. Big shouts out my boy Lee Barnes. Hold on, I gotta give him the Super Saiyan Patrick for that one. All right, who should I throw on the screen now? I forgot other buddy name. I can't scroll up because it's gonna take forever for me to find it. And I only have 20 minutes left, so I'm trying to go like this with everybody. And Brody, what do you want? Ow! You can't scratch, bro. Your nails are sharp again. You can't scratch people in the chest, bro. I know you want attention, but what's going on? And that boy Nico, I like Nico Collins as well. That's what I'm saying. Facts, astonishing. Josh will be a monster possession wide receiver. Wait. That wasn't a keyboard smash. Nico Collins will be in the third, but Tyler Watson is great as well. Round wide receiver in the third. That's why I said if he gets the carries, I figured because you said 4.6 yard average. You literally called the Steelers trash and went back. Like, he didn't want to go back. He really didn't. But nobody was giving him the money he wanted, so he was like, I might as well just take a little less with them. You know what I'm saying? My boy Carl Mitchell with the huge donation too. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that. Take Patrick off the screen. Give you Vegeta and Carlton real quick. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Big appreciate the donations, man. Thank you, Carl. Yes, sir. DC Young Fly really came up. He used to post the vines. Now he's lit with paper. Yeah, man. Shouts out Fly, man. That's really a West Side legend over there. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Corey X Kitchen hit 9 mil. He went ghost. Yeah, you already know he's retiring at 10. What's good, Carl Mitchell? Doxson, the best wide receiver we took in a while. Let him know, Christian Miller. Yes, sir. Josh Doxson, future Hall of Famer. Yes, sir. Z real name Xavier. I'm telling you, I know so much about you. Wait, what? Why is that a good thing? Why? No, leave me alone. That's true, but Gibson is probably not 1,100 yards of 3 to 4 other backs. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of backs, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, again, is going to throw the ball. I mean, if we're predicting Terry to get 1,400, we can't exactly predict Antonio Gibson to go easily for 1,000. He may reach it, but it's just going to be hard. J.D. McKissick is a pass-catching back. We still need a goal line guy. It's going to be really, I don't know. I love Antonio Gibson, but I don't think his stats are going to be outrageous. I think his impact is. I don't think his stats are going to be outrageous, though. Oh, let me get all this stuff off the screen. My fault, y'all. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? People donating, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta show love back, man. I appreciate the love. Terry McLaurin, 1,308 touchdowns, 95 catches, 135 targets, 13.6 yards per carry. I can see that. I like that. 1,300, 8 touchdowns. Terry got 15 yards average without the deep ball in his rookie season. This is gonna be 17, I think. Oh, that is a crazy stat. I think Heineke has a real good chance to beat Fitz, but not a great chance of staying healthy. I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is automatically the starter. I think, again, like I said earlier in the stream, if their play is even close, like if they're like this, they're going to go with Fitzpatrick just because they're paying him more. He's the veteran guy. But, like, I think it's honestly, there's a chance that Heineke could win the quarterback battle. And I was thinking, since last week, I've been thinking about doing a video on that. Rico, why you never ever read my... Oh, you're going to have to repeat them because I'm missing a lot. It's too much going on. I'm reading donations first. If it's like a donation, a super chat or something, I get to it immediately. But everything else is just too much going on. But I still need my $50 for saying you have a zebra in front of you. I don't know who that 50 coming from. I don't know what's going on with that one. I pronounce it Mater Baby. Really, Matter Baby? Mater Baby? Is that how you pronounce that? For real? That's it? And yeah, KJ Wright, I would be interested. Who do you think will win the NFC East? I think, honestly, we will. Because, again, I don't think the gap between Dak Prescott and Ryan Fitzpatrick is as big as a lot of people think. And then our defense is light years ahead of Dallas. Their receiving core, I don't know. I want to say it's better, but Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin are both more dependable than CeeDee Lamb and Amari. I'm not going to lie. Gallup's a dog, too. That's my boy. But I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say our receiver core is automatically better, but I think Kelvin Harmon gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'll take Antonio Gibson right now over current Zeke easily. I'll take our offensive line over their offensive line, especially if people don't come back healthy. We'll see if everybody comes back healthy. And then the Giants, their defense is good, but I still think our defense is better. Ryan Fitzpatrick is better than Daniel Jones. Their receiving core has a lot going on, but again, if we're talking about dependable, Terry and Curtis Samuel, easily 2 of the top 4 most dependable receivers in this division. And then the Eagles are just bad. I don't even know why Anthony Harris even wasted his time. What would you consider Dak, a game manager, and Fitzpatrick a gunslinger? Dak, he's kind of a game. He's a game manager that gets a lot of stats, I would say. I wouldn't just say super game manager like Alex Smith, but he is kind of like, but Dak Prescott has led game-winning drives quite a bit. Then again, it's a lot of the times that they're behind is because of Dak. Like, they were 1-3. And they only beat the Falcons before he got hurt. And granted, their defense was historically bad, but Dak Prescott was, deserved some of the blame too. So I don't know. He's kind of weird. He's like a game manager, but I don't know. I think game manager's a little too low. High ankle sprain. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback. So if you want to label him a game manager that happens to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, I would say that. High ankle sprain. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more. Can we get Casey Hayward? I'm going to be frustrated if Taylor doesn't just get one game to see. I think he may. I wouldn't bet money that Ryan Fitzpatrick stays healthy for 16 games. Honestly, I wouldn't. So I think Taylor Heinicke's going to get his chance at some point this season anyway. But yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick's definitely a gunslinger. They did sign the TV deal. It's $110 billion. Amazon got Thursday nights for $1 billion. Really? Wait, I didn't hear nothing about any of that. I'm about to go look that up after I'm done. Let me write that down because I'm going to go read up on all the details on that. Thank you. So the TV deal is done. We just got to see, like, all the rest of the little details or something. Because, like, now we have to know what the salary cap about to be crazy then. Salary cap about to skyrocket next year, man. That's why it's good we signed William Jackson and Curtis Samuel to 3-year deals instead of 1 years, because now guys that sign 1-year deals are going to ask for way more money than what the guys that are on 3-year deals this year going into the next few seasons are currently getting. Whew, it's a good thing we got William Jackson and Curtis Samuel about to be some of the cheapest corners and wide receivers in the NFL, and they're going to outplay their contracts easily. Oh, man. Do you think they start Fitz? Again, I think they will end up starting Fitz. I think it's going to be an honest QB battle. But when in doubt, if their play is similar, they're going to go with Fitzpatrick. Kelvin Harmon, I predict, will have a hell of a year. I like Kelvin Harmon a lot. I think he's going to be pretty straight, too. Kelvin Harmon or HG going crazy. I think it's got to be one of them. 3 of our last 5 QBs got broken legs. Why doesn't that cost against our O-line? It's just random stuff, though. It's always freak accidents. I don't think our offensive line is that bad, for real. This is the best offseason to get someone long term. Exactly. Especially before that deal just came out. Now players are like, wait, TV deal, all of this money, salary cap going up next year. I might as well just sign for a cheap 1 year this year and go crazy next year. So yeah, man, I'm glad we got the people out the way when we did. Actually become something. I'm gonna be sick. It's so Washington to not recognize what we have. People are coaches who have left and went to the Super Bowl in the last 5 years. I think things are different now. Everything's different, like with the guys that we have in the front office and coaching room now. I don't think we'll allow that to happen anymore. But that has been us for sure the last few years. Record prediction. I'm thinking 9-7, honestly. Potential to be maybe 10-6. We'll see. I think our floor is 7-9. Though. I think our defense is too good. I think our offense is too talented to just go less than 7. I'm not gonna lie. Our schedule is ridiculous, but Kelvin Harmony say they both ball out. Heaven Harmon, bro. What happened to Yannick's haircut? Wait, what's wrong with it? Dak Prescott can't flourish if he's putting the team on his back. The Cowboys have been at their best, and Dak does what a QB is meant to do and do things when needed. Yeah, that's pretty good summary right there. I didn't expect that out of DMV on my shoulders. Man changed his profile pic and got more mature out of nowhere. What's good? CashApp was good. What's good? Would it be crazy if Washington football team doesn't get Trey Lance to trade up with the pick to get him from 19th pick to 6th? Would it be crazy if the Washington football team doesn't get Trey Lance to trade up with the pick to get him from 19th? Wait, what? So we trade up but don't take Trey Lance is what you're saying? Is that what you said? Watch when Harmon gets cut because he was from the previous regime. He better not. He better not. 17 games now. So, oh yeah, it is 17 games. My fault. Dang, I don't know why that complicates it. I don't know whether to add a win or a loss to that. Sorry for spamming. I didn't even see you say anything. Spamming. I don't even see one comment from you, Jones, since the last time you said something. Where we at? We get a good old line play, then we're gonna have decent QB running back play. Who you want at 19? I mean, if we're not trading up for quarterback, linebacker, but I really hope we trade up for quarterback. Kelvin Harmon equals baby Julio. I mean, I love Harmon, but he's just not, like, Julio's ridiculous because he's just one of the best athletes on the field any given play. Kelvin Harmon doesn't have that, but I think Kelvin Harmon is going to be a dog. I think he is going to be a dog for real. Terry McClellan and Tamarian Terry, the terrible two. I kind of like that Harmon, baby Julio. Trade up with the Lions. Hey, man, please. He said add a win. My boy LC add a win. I don't know that makes it weird. It makes me want to restart with my whole thought process rather than, I feel like adding a win or a loss just doesn't feel like the right way to go about it. I feel like I need to reset my whole thinking. Kelvin Harmon can become a Pierre Garçon. I can see that. I think Pierre Garçon's faster, but Kelvin Harmon is bigger, so he can box receivers out better. It'd be a better contested catcher, but I do kind of see that. I can see that, baby Garçon. I think Kelvin Harmon will be the best wide receiver 3 in the NFL if he balls out. Potential is there. Yeah, they did the TV deal. Amazon has Thursday nights, and they said the cap will probably be around $208 million. Really? I thought it would go up higher than that. Really? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would go up higher than that, but we'll see. Julio is pushing it in my opinion, but I could be wrong. So yeah. You said pushing it like, oh, like he's getting. Oh no, you're saying like that's too high for Kelvin Harmon. Okay. I see what you said. Yeah, you agree with me. I think that's a little too high for Kelvin Harmon. Harmon gonna be baby Julio. He got that jump ball locked down. I mean, my problem is Kelvin Harmon's not fast. Julio is ridiculously fast. He's a freak athlete, generational talent type of athlete thing. Kelvin Harmon is not fast. That's literally his biggest weakness is that he's not fast. Yannick had the dreads and everything now. He looks like the simple guy named Pierre from Louisiana. Let me go look at Yannick Ngakoue. Let me see what's going on. He got the Florida ones. Let me see. Does Yannick Ngakoue have the Florida locks or something? Let me go look. Is that what's happening? I'm going to look on Twitter. Yannick Ngakoue, Twitter. I haven't seen him. Where'd you see a picture of him? I'm just going to go to his Twitter and see if I can find one on his. Like, what type of locks he had? Does he have the Florida ones? I don't see anything on his page now. I don't want to look too long, though. I don't see anything. I see him with a normal cut, but I don't know. Maybe these are old? I don't know. Does he have the Florida locks or something? Let me go back to let me go back to the stream. How much primetime games do you think we will play? It depends on how good we are, because now you have the ability to flex games all the way until, I think, week 12. So, like, say we're supposed to play at 1 p.m., but, like, by week 7, we're, like, 5-2, and we're, like, really excited to watch. They could potentially move us to, like, 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. or stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's really hard to predict right now. It's all based on how good we are. Harmon is nowhere near as fast as athletic as Julio. Yeah, it's not even, I don't even really think it's close in that department. But I think Kelvin Harmon will be a dog, though. Let me just put on some more Curtis Samuel, because I can't think of who to put up here right now. Put up some Curtis Samuel real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. Alright, so y'all can watch something. Y'all went to your last video and tried to tell you, I said it earlier about the TV deal. Oh, okay, appreciate that. Now, I got it, man. I'm definitely about to go research that and read all of that, because I want to know all of the details behind it. Terry, Curtis Samuel, Kelvin Harmon, 4AGG. I can see that. You mean to tell me that you didn't see any of the 10 comments I just spammed? Actually, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't, but I scrolled up, and then the last thing I saw was, why didn't you read my comments in between? That was it. There was nothing in between. Amazon had Thursday night games on Twitch this past year, which could be cool. Imagine Twitch chatting environment mixed with football. Oh, y'all would love that. That's why I like live streaming, because I'm here more so for the chat and watching stuff with y'all, but Rico checking. Why do you say it like that? 479, Yannick looking nappy. Jadeveon Clowney overrated. Where'd that come from? I can see Harmon being a better 3 than Cam Sims this year, though. Oh, yeah, for sure. Clowney low-key a scrub. He just can't stay healthy. I like 1 a.m. games. No. Facts, LC. 1 p.m. That's what you mean. Yeah, now 1 p.m. games are best for me. As far as streaming, because y'all know every Sunday, 1 p.m. pull up. But like if we're playing at different times, different days, it gets a little more complicated. And plus, when we play at 1, I have the rest of my day to myself. Whereas we play at 8, I'm going to be watching games at 1 p.m. I'm going to be watching 4 p.m. games. And I got to at least watch the 1 p.m. games. So now I'm guaranteed to be busy from 1 to 4 and potentially 4 to 8 or 8 to 11. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer for us to play at 1 p.m. That way, if I want to, the 4 p.m. games and the 8 p.m. games, I can go do something else. But if we play at 4 or 8, that's my whole day. Whole day football. Alexa, dismiss. Harmon can just be Art Monk 37. He consistently gets his third down. Don't need him to be fast. Just catch the ball. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a contested catch guy. Maybe they see Cam Simmons wide receiver 2. We don't get someone in the draft and use Samuel in the slide. I could kind of see that maybe. That's potential. They could potentially not see Curtis Samuel as the guaranteed 2. Then again, they might force it. Even if they don't exactly, they may at least try it and force him there so that we can what's it called? That coming because he's getting paid a certain amount of money. Said Twitter. Oh yeah, Jones, I saw it. I haven't answered back yet, but I saw it. I saw that boy Jones on Twitter. My fault, bro. Was just asking you, would it be crazy if the Washington football team doesn't trade up to get Lance so we can win some football games? My bad, bro. Okay. Nah, man, again, I won't be mad because I've already accepted the fact that it's not highly likely to happen. But I think Trey Lance is going to be like top 7 potential quarterback potentially. So like I feel like missing out on him is dumb, but I don't know. I mean, I like linebacker in the first round if we don't trade up for quarterback. Man, I love Steven Cam Sims, but if we replace him with Tyler Wallace, the Timberland and Terry wide receiver core would be crazy. Terry, Curtis, and Kelvin. Curtis Samuel stats. Okay, really specific. Kelvin Harmon, Logan Thomas. I see them in there too. I see that. Trey Lance is way better than Mond. I mean, I feel like it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Where was I at? When do the schedules come out? I want to play the Eagles early and Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. I think it comes out around, I forgot. I did a video when I did a whole off-season video when like current dates that are already set and dates when we expect things to happen, like when the schedule comes out. I literally did a whole video on that, and I can't remember, but if you go back to the video, it's there. Like, I found a website that gave us the exact day when schedules were released, like the previous couple of years or something, like 2019, 2018, I believe 2017. So it gives you a good estimate on when the schedules may come out. I forgot when it was, though. Harmon was basically only going into his second season because he didn't. Yeah, true. I wish we could have gotten Kyle Fuller, but he's already gone to the Broncos. I want to play Cowboys Thanksgiving again. I do too. A way better athlete. But a QB. Kyle got signed. Harmon should play solid. Think he'll fit in this offense. Same here. At least as a red zone threat third down guy. Who do you think takes the biggest step in year 2? AGG or Sadiq Charles? I hope Sadiq Charles. But I don't know. Honestly, maybe. I think Sadiq Charles has a better chance, too. I feel like the wide receiver group is more crowded than the offensive line group. So Sadiq Charles is a better chance. 1 p.m. And we've seen, like, Sadiq Charles in college was a better offensive lineman. The AGG was a receiver. Like, there's a reason Sadiq Charles was supposed to go way higher in the draft. It was just, off the field concerns where he went so far. 1 p.m. was so simple and consistent and loved it, but won't be as consistent this year last year. Our only non-Sunday game was Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's going to be annoying. But at the end of the day, if we're playing games other than 1 p.m., that means we're better and we're pulling in ratings. Like, there's a reason why we're doing it. If Schwartz doesn't end up like John Ross, then he'd be nice. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Fuller playing with his old coordinator in Denver, yep. Didn't he sign with Denver? Yep. If we smack the Cowboys again on Thanksgiving, that would be wild. The defense they got Kyle Fuller played and had a lot of zones, so it depends if you think he was fair in the Washington defense, which focuses on man. Last year we focused on zone, but Jack Del Rio does clearly, like we've seen from his previous teams like the Raiders and the Broncos, he prefers man, like Aqib Talib and Chris Harris. He prefers to run man coverage, but last year we just didn't have any dogs at outside corner that could just straight up man up on wide receivers. So we ran a lot of zone last year, I think out of necessity. I think just off of like he wanted to run man, but we couldn't. I think we're going to run a lot of man this upcoming year. What's good, Brian Turner? You pulled up at the last second. It's 4:59. I'm about to dip up out of here in like 1 minute. But I'm trying to answer everybody. Love your content, bro. Go Skins. I know you happy. What's good, Randy? Appreciate that. Appreciate the compliment, man. What's good? What's good? And man, before we get out of here, make sure everybody like up the stream, bro. Please like up the stream. Doesn't cost you nothing. Means everything to me. So please like the stream on the way out. Of course, donate on the way out too. Please donate. I mean, I meant subscribe. I had donations in my head because I was reading the stats and I saw the amount of donations we got to stream. So shouts out to everybody that donate, man. I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to thank y'all all again, man. Appreciate everybody that donate, man. Let me get Carlton on the screen real quick to dance it up for y'all. Appreciate that. But yeah, everybody hit the like button on the way out. Well, before we dip up out of here, please subscribe before you dip up out of here. And if you already subscribed, hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get notification every time I live stream, every time I schedule a live stream, because I'll let you know in advance when I'm gonna live stream. Every time I release, I'm working on film sessions for Curtis Samuel, William Jackson, and I'm also working on film sessions for a lot of the draft prospects we may end up getting. I have 3 more mock drafts to come out with, so make sure y'all stay in tune for all of that, man. Definitely turn on your notifications because I'm busy. I'm working, man. We busy. Do you think guys that get injured a lot are somewhat undisciplined in their play? That's definitely something to worry about. What's good, Nathan? What you mean undisciplined in their play? Like they get hurt because they're undisciplined, or they're undisciplined because they're hurt and they're like anxious? Are you like which one is the cause and effect? I'm trying to figure out. Go take a walk in the sun. I do need to take my fluffies on a walk today because it's actually warmer a little bit today. Like I think it might be 70 something today. Oh, it's 65. It's still like I like 60s. But like for Atlanta, 60s is pretty like kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie. Like we were just 70s and 80s. Like, but it just got a little bit chillier. But 65 is straight. I might take them on a walk today. Oh, we got another donation. My boy Carl Mitchell with the donation, man. Appreciate that. Going Super Saiyan today, man. I appreciate it. Oh, that's one thing I also got to fix. Let me put that on my to-do list. For some reason, when I do these, like, little gifts right here, the sound is gone. So, fix sound on gifts in OBS. I got to fix that because remember when I used to do, like, the Carlton dance, when I did this, like you would hear him say over 9,000, all of that. I don't know why it broke. Like OBS, it doesn't work anymore. But I have to go fix that so that like that could be part of the stream again, because that's what made the stream even more fun. But appreciate the donation, man. My boy with the emo. Appreciate that. Rico, great content. Have a good rest of your day, man. Appreciate that, man. I told you I'm busy, man. I'm working. We gotta get these film sessions and these mock drafts out to y'all. And then all of these video. I have so many video ideas. I want to do a Quentin Miners video. Like I plan on doing like a who is Quentin Miners and where did he come from? How good is he with time? When should he go in the draft and stuff like that? I'm gonna break down like his Senior Bowl and his Pro Day and things like that. That's a video I gotta work on. I want to make like a who would win the QB battle between Fitzpatrick and Heineke. Of course, I gotta do my film sessions on Curtis Samuel and William Jackson. Let me see what else I have. Oh, I wanted to do a video on Rivera's last 5 drafts, basically to get an idea of how he likes to draft. Is it possible for him to potentially trade up for a guy and things like that? Where are we at? I have a bunch of ideas I need to work on, and it's just like getting them out. It's just always something that, like with free agency and all of these guys we were signing and all this news coming out, it just have to keep moving stuff back. Injured because of undiscipline. Oh, yeah, now that's a thing. No, Jim, that isn't everybody, but that is a thing. Some people do get hurt because they're undisciplined and they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's on them, technically. When's the next vid coming out? At the very least, tomorrow. I'm definitely trying to get something out tomorrow. May get something done today. I'm going to try to see if I can get a film session done today. I might go to Atlanta, Washington game. You gonna be there? If Corona isn't crazy, I would love to go. I would love to go. If it's not crazy, I would love to go for sure. But I'm the safest person you'll ever meet with Corona. I don't even really we don't hang out with the rest of our family like that. I haven't been around any of my friends since Corona and them have started. Like I'm in the house, straight up in the house. So I don't know. We'll see. About to make some cookies I can really cook. I remember Rich you saying that too. That boy Rich serious with it, I guess. That boy different with it on the stove. What's good? Yeah, Waddle would be nice, Carl, man, for real. Injured because of discipline. All right, make sure stay safe. When is your next mock draft? Well, just to let y'all know, I don't have exact dates for them, but I already did the first one, the draft simulator one. Already did the trade back scenario. The next one is going to be trade up. The one after that is going to be my dream case scenario. Going to be extremely realistic. I mean, unrealistic. Like, it's going to be like if Trey Lance makes it to 19, if such and such makes it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be super unreal. It's going to be like literally if everything lines up perfectly. Now, it's not going to be like just completely impossible. Like, I'm not going to say Jalen Waddle makes it to the 5th round and things like that. It's going to be like super unlikely, but it's not going to be impossible. So that's my dream case. And then the 5th and final one is the most realistic one possible. It's going to be based off of purely where guys are projected to go in the draft, what guys we have met with, especially. That's huge. Who have we met with? Like, y'all already know my chart. Y'all already know my chart that I've been working on, that I've been putting out there. I've been working on videos letting y'all know. And y'all can access it. All you got to do is go to my YouTube profile. It's there. And I tweeted it out on Twitter also. And then, like, if you look up Washington prospects that they're interested in for 2021 and stuff like that, you'll see one of my 2 videos. And I have this in the description. I think it's a pinned link. I think it's a pinned comment or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, my last mock draft will be based off of this. Who are they interested in? Like, they met with Zaven Collins multiple times, Tevin Jenkins multiple times, Sante Samuel Jr., Tommy Tremble multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So based off of who they seem interested in, that's going to be my attempt to get as many right as possible, as many correct as possible. So the 5th and final one will be my most realistic one. And it won't necessarily be what I want to happen. It'll be more so what I think will happen. You know what I'm saying? The type of all can cause a dramatic difference in non-contact injuries. Yep, true. Stove for cookies. Oh, no, but he says he's a good cook, too. So I'm saying stove. I meant stove and oven. I hope they got full capacity, man. It's tough, different in Florida. Down in Florida, my grandma had it and recovered real well. I like the I really like the trade. I like the trade back one. Now, if we don't trade up for quarterback, I prefer to trade back unless some elite talent falls to us like Micah Parsons or something, which I doubt happens. Kelvin Harmon play styles DeAndre Hopkins, but kinda yeah. Maybe a little bit slower, but yeah, that's closer than Julio. Julio's a freak athlete. Like, that's not even... Yeah, it isn't Jets. Yeah, isn't the Jets field really bad? I think it is. I remember the Giants and the Jets both getting hurt on that field. 107... Wait, what is that? Chart off the hook. Appreciate that. Needs to be conditioned to take those hits. At least we didn't lose 196 people last year. Part of that was being undisciplined, not training hard. Yeah. That is very true. Last year, Ron Rivera and the new training staff helped us, not just with COVID, but just all general injuries helped a lot. Stay away from the chip. The chip, what's the chip? What are you talking about? The chip? You talking about like the vaccines and chip? I said Baby Julio because that's what Haskins called him. Oh, okay. Asante Samuel Jr. is going to be a beast, mark my words. Hey, man, write it down. Remember Rich said it. More proof that preseason games matter. Yeah. Yeah, but Haskins is duty. Alright, y'all, man. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all like the stream on the way out, man. Really, really appreciate it. Please like this video on the way out the stream. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get notification every time I live stream. Informative videos, mock drafts, live streams, all of that. I really got to get to the film sessions because for all of my members that are paying a monthly fee, I got to make sure I stay up with the exclusive content for y'all. So, again, members are going to get the longer, more expansive, more detailed film sessions, the ones that are like an hour long. The general public will basically just get the quicker summary versions of film sessions. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Road to 1 million. Yes, sir. But man, I really appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm about to dip up out of here. I'm going to try to work on a video, try to get a film session out tonight. If I don't, definitely tomorrow. Something's coming out Monday. Something. More than likely a film session. I may be able to get a film session out tonight and then do something else Monday. We'll see. But I'm definitely working on it. What else? I think that's right about it, man. Yeah, definitely like the stream on the way out, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all of y'all. I will catch y'all Monday at the latest with the video. And, of course, live streams every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Every Sunday for a couple of hours at some random time, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., whenever. Y'all already know the Sunday live stream isn't as consistent with the time. It's every Sunday, but you never know exactly when it's going to happen. But yeah, man, I think that's it. Let me make sure I'm announcing everything. Oh, yeah, I need to work on some more merch. I have that written down on my to-do list, right? Please tell me I have that written down. More merch. Where's the merch? Yeah, I have the merch written down. So I'm going to work on more merch, and then I'm going to promote that when I'm done with it also. So yeah, man, I'm going to catch y'all. Wait, why didn't you have live stream last week? Oh, because when I did the Trey Lance Pro Day, I ended up live streaming like 2 hours before the Pro Day even started. And I was like, hey, man, that's the Sunday live stream right there. So yeah, I was like, yeah, man, that doubled his multiple hours because when we ended up live streaming for like 4 hours because of that. Because I thought it was gonna start at 10, then it started at 12 or something like that. So I was like, well, I'm already here. I'm not gonna end the live stream and come back. We might as well just stay here and just double it up as a Sunday. So yeah, man, appreciate you asking though. Wizards are at 7. Let's go. Yeah, man, shouts out to the Wizards. I'm happy the Wizards are winning for y'all. I was sad to see Georgetown lose for y'all. I was sad about that. Please make my money worth it. Peace. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace. All right, Tyler C. All right, Christian Miller. Shouts out to everybody, man. I'll catch y'all later. Really appreciate all the support. Again, like the stream on the way out, man. Doesn't cost y'all anything. It means a lot to me, man. So I'll catch y'all later.